السلام عليكم جميعا، أخباركم إيه؟ How are you? How's everybody? If you can hear me well and you can see me, uh, first I apologize for seeing me. I have to deal with it. Second is if you can hear me and see me, just give some thumbs up on the chat. Hello Dalal, how are you? Hello Afnan, hello Mohammed. السلام عليكم جميعا. Very good, good. Yep, good. We're gonna start at 7:30. I just wanted to make sure that everything is in order and just give the rest of your colleagues 10 minutes or 8 minutes and we're gonna start. Can I see you, Amr? No, I cannot see you. I can see your I can see your notes. Okay. Ahmed, are you here? Usati. Then I have promoted you to a panelist. Actually, you can talk. Just check, make sure that you can unmute yourself. Dan, can you hear me? You can talk. Yes, you're a panelist now. Okay, good.
Yep, I can talk now.
Yeah, very good. Check on Ahmed, see where he is. And, we're gonna start in 2 or 3 minutes at the most. Hala, Dr. Amjad. How are you? Is everybody? Gonna start in 2 minutes. Inshallah. Hi, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to PMP training course. My name is Mohamed Walid Ibrahim. I'm your trainer. I'm very excited to have you as a group. This is our first PMP English version class in the Middle East. Before we start, just give me thumbs up if you can hear me well, see me. I apologize if you're seeing me. But most importantly, if you can see the slides. Thumbs up. Right. Yeah. Very good. We're gonna talk a little bit today is very relaxed. We're gonna speak a lot about administrative regarding how you get your file, what is PMP, but also the second part will start. We'll dig into the actual syllabus. So today is an easy one just to get you started and everything. This is a special course. It's a kind of a concentrated. Usually I give classes 3 times a week, and I give every Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday. However, this one it's a bit condensed, so we'll give 4 classes except for Sunday. So Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll cover all of this. I have good news and more good news. If you want the good news, say one. If you want the more good news, say two. Right? One or two. Fine, good. Well, let's start with the bad. I never have bad news. Usually I give classes, alhamdulillah, it goes up to like the last Arabic class I had 3,000 registered. So the this is the good news. You're not a lot. And I, alhamdulillah, I managed the 3,000, whoever is attending, and everybody benefit. And I actually tend to memorize around 25% of the names. This time you're around 200 or so, and around 50 or 60 attending. So the more good news, you will have me dedicated as usual. But the extra thing, I want to memorize all of you, hopefully all of your names. This is a long-term relationship. It's not related to the course. Once you register with me, you have me as your companion, consultant for life. As long as we maintain the professional relationship, I'm all yours. I prefer WhatsApp, usually even if you are using my personal, I don't mind. However, just make sure that you understand that most of the time I will not be able to answer you right away, but I will answer you. I will get back to you. So if this is clear, so this is the good news and the better or more good news. So I'll leave you to categorize which is which. Let me get Ahmed and add him, host and panelist. Okay, Ahmed, you're panelist now.
Yeah, I'm in يا هندسة.
طيب, very good. طيب, quick introduction. I leave mine in mind, but I'd always like to introduce my team. This is the first thing I will share with you as experience. You are as strong as good as your team. And I think I'm one of the luckiest people. I have very strong team. I have Ahmed Al-Busati. He is an engineer, is a faculty staff, or back home used to be a faculty staff in Cairo University. Mechanical, I am very pro mechanical, by the way. I'm a mechanical engineer, hardcore. Though all my work now I work as a project manager, but I think mechanical engineer is the life. Anyways, how many of you are mechanical? If you are mechanical, just write one, or an engineer. Let's start with engineer. If you're an engineer, write one. And very good. Who Abdulaziz, you're not an engineer, you are better than us. Your sky is your limit for your thinking. Right. Today I will have a lot of interaction. I'm just smoothing things. As I mentioned, who's joining us late. Today is the first, it's two halves. First half is administration. The second half will go ونعم عبد العزيز أهلا وسهلا. Second half will go into the actual syllabus and will explain the three domains and very high level. But we'll start the domains and the framework and the agile starting on Monday. So generally relax, enjoy the ride, treat this 3 hours as your personal time. This is the time that you will invest in yourself. Come join me, listen to me. I'm very entertaining in the sense you will enjoy what I talk because I always related to practical work. I have tons of practical experience, so you will relate a lot of what I am explaining to you to actual work that you have done, not necessarily that you are an engineer. We are here in the business of project management or AKA management. So you don't have to be an engineer attending this. You don't have to be technical. You can be accountant, you can be a pharmacist. I have even a 17-year-old high school who was attending with me. And actually, I gave him a very good recommendation letter to his university. This is that being said, let's dive in. I have Ahmed, as I mentioned to you. Ahmed is our assistant. Direct all your administrative stuff to him. Also, I have Dan Khan. He's our guru in the social media. He actually handles all my accounts, and he will be attending with us, handling all the questions. I tend to focus in the explanation. However, if they will bring questions, either I answer it in the second half, or I answer it in the beginning of the next class, or I answer it if it's of good value, I will answer it, or urgent, if I answer it directly one-on-one to you. The second thing, I give gift cards. So they unfortunately cannot be for people outside of, usually it works. I have four countries that this gift card they can use it. Egypt, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, of course, and India. So if you're residing in one of these countries, if I give you a gift card, you can use it. Gift cards, if you answer it well, if you ask a question that enlightens or add value, I will give you a gift card. So again, I'm inviting you for the next 13 classes, which is around 40 hours for the next 1 month, or maybe less. Actually, this is a intense course for until September 13. First, attend, be sure that you will gain value. Second, this is your time. This is 3 hours away from your family. If you're, thank you, Chris. Away from your family. This is you listening to me, hopefully enjoying it, learning new stuff, join the community. The community is our formal way of me and Ahmed, Dan, and I communicating to you, but also it has other benefits. We tend to have Google Drive on it, so people who's looking for a job, we post their resumes, and people who are actually hiring. So it's you helping you or helping your colleague. That's why I'm telling you this is a long-term relation. As long as you maintain your professionalism, understand that I read everything. So and I don't give second chance. If you write something that I find it outline, alas, yeah, you're done. Fair enough. On the other hand, I'm very accommodating. Yes, I am busy. However, every one of you counts. Every one of you is important to me. Just bear with me that I cannot answer you right away, but I will answer you. Fair enough? Is it clear? Give me thumbs up if we are okay. Everything is, or give me one if you are good. Second thing, I cannot open the mic, so please don't ask me to open the mic. It's the material is good. Yes, you are not a lot, but I don't want people. It's one of my main thing that I will convey to you is punctuality and time management. So I promised you 3 hours. It's not going to be 3 hours and 10 minutes or 15 minutes unless we agree. If you want, write your question either here or on the WhatsApp to Ahmed, and we'll get back to you. خلاص يا Dalal, so put your hands down, write your question, and let's get started. طيب, بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه من والاه. So welcome again. This is a little bit of an introduction, a lengthy one, but to get you started. This class is two parts. The first, before the break, will be administration. The second part will explain framework. Right. So, yes. So part one, some administration. So the agenda, I will introduce what is the objective, why should you what is the objective that I want you to gain from this class. Then I introduce myself. I will be very quick on it. If you are interested more, go visit my account or LinkedIn. Hopefully you join me. I tend to post almost on a daily basis, one in English, one in Arabic. But I will focus more about the PMP certification. Why I honestly and genuinely believe it is completely worth your investment. And the most important thing that you need to learn, your most valuable resource is your time. Then comes your effort. Then eventually come the tangible, which is money and other resources. I kind of, Mohammed, you were asking about what supplier. What do you mean by what supplier? Mohammed.
I think he's talking about the gift cards.
Okay. Gift cards. Yeah, it's from a lot of places. It can be Mobile, Hunger Station, Lulu, anything. A lot of suppliers. However, if you're outside of Saudi, it cannot be. Usually, I'm a family guy, so I tend to give you gift cards from Lulu. But if you want it from Max, it's fine. If you want it mobile, you can use it to buy some stuff. Maybe, I'm not sure. You can pay it's not going to be that much, by the way. The gift card is 25, but you have a chance since you're only 60 or 70. Like when last class, I told you I have 3,000. Well, almost 25% people gain won. So you go to the gift vouchers. Yeah, Muhammad, it's vouchers or gift cards. So a lot of other supplies, but forget about the tangibles, Zatar. Focus about the core. The added value, I got paid a lot, just people listening to me, and I'm giving it for you completely for free. Focus on that. However, by the way, last class I sent out on all Saudi t-shirts. So if you're good, everybody's good, and the people who attend at least 10 classes out of the 13, I'll send you a t-shirt as well. So don't worry, you will gain a lot even if you decided not to pay anything. Attendance and material are completely free. Okay, so let's focus, Bana. So introduction, 10 minutes, maybe less. Lecturer, which is me. I'm not going to spend a lot of time at what I am. Again, you can visit my account. And thanks to Dan, he's doing a good job keeping me looking sharp and nice and as if I am a thinker, which I'm very, very humbled in that, but then make me look awesome. Thank you, Dan. But we'll talk more about the PMP certificate, the course, what is the PMP, why it's important, how to prepare your file. This is very crucial. If you messed up preparing your file, I will cover that, Dr. Gamil. If you messed up preparing a file, you will go to audit. You don't want that, right? And then this is the 2 cents of this class today, lecture. Change your mindset. I will help you to change your mindset. First, grow your self-confidence. You did a major step. You're here. Then comes the commitment. Then after that, I promise you it's a piece of cake. And I will give you motivation as well. So good. Recording, yes, there is recording, but it comes at a fee. And I will discuss what you will have as free and what you can have as أول حاجة, I'm not Ahmed, I'm Mohamed Walid. Rabih, you're out. أنا Mohamed Walid. If you don't know who I am, or you are asking it to Ahmed, Rabih, ركز يا رابح, focus. If you're asking me, yes, there is certificate of attendance, but it comes at a fees. So wait, be patient. I'll cover everything today. If I missed anything, send it to us on WhatsApp number or Ahmed or my person, and I will still answer you. So what is important? No, don't worry. Rabah, I always crack jokes. Don't worry, just to make sure that I always grab your attention. No, you don't have to apologize. طيب, Asher, welcome aboard. طيب, the most important thing, change your mindset. Even the class, the PMI is actually, they developed the new syllabus by changing your mindset. Okay? Focused, give me one if you are focused, everything and everything's clear. Perfect. Type. Let's go for the introduction. What is the course about? What is its objective? We have one holistic objective. It's my job, since you decided and gave me the pleasure and the honor and the excitement to be your coach, to make you become or transform to a competent project manager. Yes, Mohammed, there is a class. There is a certificate. So I will walk you through how to become a project manager. This is a very, to me, I take it to the core. To me, it's not about you passing you will be, sorry. You will pass the exam from the first time. If you follow my lead, if you follow my instructions, if you use my elimination method, this is a method nobody else have developed. It's me developed it. And this, it comes from 25 years of teaching experience and actually running projects for, currently I'm leading 3 projects for 600 million US dollars. So I take it to the core. Since your name is mingled by mine, you will become a project. You don't have a luxury of not becoming a project manager, competent project manager. All of you, you did the most important step. You committed yourself to the class. Then you need to be consistent in your commitment. For the 13 class, please make sure you attend at least 10. Then the rest of the 3, you will have the material, you understand, especially the first week. Once until we reach the project, the agile project. Once you have this mindset, even reading my material after that, you will understand what but you will miss me in the class if you didn't attend, which is not a big deal, by the way. Anyways. طيب, أهلا وسهلا. So let's start with a very high level logistics. This is a PMP certificate class. Your main حاضر يا محمد أفنان إن شاء الله. And if you have a PMP, you can collect PDUs from PMI KSA. But if you don't have PMI, you have to collect a certificate and pass for the exam. So what is this class? This is a PMP prep class. The course is 13 lectures. Each lecture is 3 hours. It starts at 7:30. We start from August 23rd. Sorry about this typo. And we'll conclude on Saturday again, September 13th. It's each week for the next 3 weeks. Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll start from 7:30 to 10:30. It included one 15-minute break. Usually, please be punctual. Attend. This is one of the things that defines you as a as a successful, competent project manager. Because this is one of the things that you will be measured. Did you finish on time or not? Did you finish in budget or not? Have you concluded all what's the expectation or the scope or not? So be punctual, please. Usually I spend the first 10 minutes just easing you into the class. Then we'll cover the material for 1 hour, and I give you 15 minutes. So if you are in Khobar, Dammam, Aisha is 7:26 and it goes back. So If you want to pray it before you come, that's fine. If you want to do like me, I'll wait until, sometimes I'll wait until the break and I'll pray. It's up to you. But we will start 7:30. 8:45, we will, again, this is another typo, sorry. 8:45, we will have a break. Then we'll come back at 9 and we'll continue until 10:30. The language is English. Doesn't take away that I'm very proud that I speak Arabic. It doesn't take away that Arabic is a very rich language. Its vocabulary is very rich. However, the target audience is people who are comfortable. First, people comfortable speaking English. People who doesn't speak Arabic, they still have the right to learn. And I have the skills to teach in English, so I will be more than happy if they decided to join my classes. Or if you speak Arabic, but like myself, can understand in English, or like a lot of you, or decided to take the exam in English. So this is the class. I will not be speaking any word in Arabic except religious phrases, which is Inshallah, Biiznillah, Alhamdulillah, or some of the breaks, Yani, Tayyib, okay? So if you need, if you hear a slag in the middle, dismiss it. It doesn't add value to the syllabus, but it's my identity. Yes, so people who are asking me about certificates, I will explain at the end. You can attend for free. I will give you the material for free. Even my colleagues, my respect for colleagues and competitors, they don't give you the material for free. However, there is recording, there is a certificate, there is AI exams, 8 AI exams, aka our access to our platform. The exam will tell you, even not the whole exam will give you, no, we'll go with you question by question. We'll give you the right answer and explain to you what is right, why is right. And if you make a wrong answer, he explain to you what is wrong. So this come at a price. However, we still have it at discount. Usually this package, and you will be seeing my campaigns for the class, the Arabic one that starts in September, goes for 1,000 riyal. However, for this one, and I'm calling as a kind of a volunteer work, and as a kind of, we want to gain some good deeds, we are opening the attendance for free. I will give you the material for free. So if you want to print the material, go ahead. I don't mind. If you want to share it with your colleagues, go ahead. I don't mind. I'm okay with that. Fair enough. However, if you missed a class, you want a recording, you have to pay for it, except for this class. This class is free, for free again, and all of you will have the recording. For two things. Not everybody attend the first class. Somehow it's our fault. We always mess it up. In the sense, not everybody has the link, not everybody, maybe they miss the first one. That's why we always, Saturday, we have a break on Sunday. Second is, I will be covering the administrative part. I explained to you how to prepare. For me, this is very important, how to prepare your file or application for the PMP. We will cover why you need to prepare it right. And it's not that if you decided to go to the exam, you just go and book an exam. No, you have to fulfill a certain criteria. Then PMI will evaluate. If you are qualified, they will allow you to go for the exam. Clear? Write me a 1 if it's clear. Write 2 if you need more explanation. Very good. Right. So 2 or 3 things I would like you to avoid just for the sake of having a healthy relationship. If you are planning, not for any reason, I will always give a benefit of the doubt. If you're not planning to attend at least 10 classes, don't ask me for a certificate, even if you're willing to pay, unless you buy the recording. There is a level of integrity that I have to maintain. I give you the certificate if you prove to me that either you attend 10 classes or you bought the recording, so you will attend it at your pace, right? Second, if you missed 7 or 8 classes, you're always welcome to attend. I will give you the material, but don't ask me for a certificate. This class is my class. It has nothing to do with PMA, KSA. Nevertheless, I will show you, I am very pro PMI, KSA, not PMI specific, PMI, KSA chapter. They are wonderful people. They even allowed me to use their PMI Zoom account, especially the last class I told you I have 3,000. My account only, all of them are payable, but I can only afford to have 1,000 attending. So out of their generosity and understanding that the volunteer work I'm doing, they gave me their account and I'm still using it now. So, however, don't come and use fancy words. Oh, I registered through PMI or something. Especially, this is for me a signal that you really didn't attend any of my classes. So don't waste your time and waste mine. Second, please on the WhatsApp account or community, please write your name. So when you, or at least when you are messaging me, I don't like to be communicating with somebody I don't know. So we waste some valuable time of yours. First, asking you, who are you? Should I address you as a he or a she? This is a waste of time and effort. I would rather focus on what you want and answer you in any parameter, by the way. If it's in the class, I'm welcoming. If it's in your project and you need consultation, I will help you. If in your life even, I will help you. If I can, of course. I don't have knowledge in everything, but I will. If I can, I will help. I will not shy away from any of it. But please maintain the bare minimum of my requirements. I don't like to talk to unknowns. Of course, be careful of what you're writing, whether to me or to Ahmed or to Dan. We deal with a lot of people, but I read everything. So if you write things, if you are angry for whatever reason and you write things, trust me, you're done. I'm not going to answer you again. I would rather spend time with people who are maintaining the minimum amount of professionalism rather than wasting time with you. Fair enough? Is that fair? If it's fair, write me one. Okay, this is a very good question, Asha. Will you help us to get a job? Okay, sometimes I receive from my subcontractors or contractors, or we're looking, or even my network, we're looking for an engineer, we're looking for this and that. What I will do is I will post it in the community. It's not you approach them or go to them. I will not even recommend one specific of you because it will not be fair to the others. On the other hand, and I saw it in the last class, we had a community of 2,000 people, and we had to initiate another group. So in total, we covered the 3,000. We posted your resumes, and we have people who actually end up working because other colleagues wanted to having a job. So this is why it's very important. Join the community. This is a long-term relation. First, you will get updates. The pace of this class is very high. We almost on a daily basis, we will be posting classes, material, Zoom link. The Zoom link is going to be the same so the Zoom link that you received today, always going to be the same. We always, inshallah, Taman, we're going to start at 7:30. So, but we will be posting it on a daily basis on the classes, just for the sake of people who are attending the first time. But if you have the Zoom link today, memorize it, copy paste it, and in the class 7:15 join the class. Okay? How to join the community? You should be receiving an email. If you have not received an email, please check your junk, maybe, or spam. It maybe landed there. Again, tomorrow, what I will do on my account, LinkedIn account, I'll put the registration again. I'll put the community link, and I will even put the Zoom link. So if you followed me that will be great. I promise you it will be nice, and you will have a lot of information that should help you as well. Okay, can I see some ones for agreement? Perfect. Right. Okay. Type. So this is about me. I'll go very quickly. I'm a senior project manager. Currently, I work for Saudi Aramco. Saudi Aramco has two types of engagement: direct hire, which is not me, but as a contractor. I worked for Saudi Aramco since 2013, so it's almost 12 years now. But my company is Al Falak, one of the most respectful companies I ever worked with. For 13 years, they never delayed my salary even one day. One time they delayed it 8 hours. They send a mass email to all of us apologizing. So they are wonderful people. If you're not familiar with Falak, all your computers or basically laptop in the Saudi is provided by them. They have 5 business lines. One of them is providing expat employees to Saudi Arabia. So I'm originally Egyptian, by the way. I'm very proud of that. But I'm Canadian by nationality. My wife is Canadian. My kids are, of course, Egyptian, but they are Canadian as well. My education, I graduated undergrad mechanical. I was a faculty staff in Helwan University. I finished my master's in Helwan. I joined U of A. I taught for a little bit. I had MEng, then I became very fond of management, so I went for MBA, and then I started working in Canada, and then I joined Saudi Aramco in 2013. PMP, you will find after my name a lot of designation. CMC, which is Certified Management Consultant. This is a higher level of management. And actually, I sit on the board of directors for CMC Canada, which is Institutes for Certified Management Consultant. And I'm running for vice chair. So wish me luck and pray that I win. The other guy is very tough, by the way, but we'll see. If I win, inshallah, maybe I will for this class I will increase the gift card from 25 to 50 riyal. So every one of you wish me that I win and become a vice chair. But more importantly, I'm a professional engineer with APEGA, Association of Professional Engineers with Alberta. And as I told you, I'm a CMC. I'm a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt, which means I can certify you as a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt or even Master Black Belt. And we will be starting classes. Allah يخليك يا عبد العزيز. We will be starting classes in January, inshallah. So whoever finish PMP, succeed, inshallah. If he wants to learn more about quality management and how to become continuous improvement, you're welcome to join our classes. And of course, I'm a approved training provider with PMI, and also the company is approved providers. And yes, this is one of the things I'm very proud of. In 2024, I won the Global Project Management Excellency Award for the best published research paper or technical paper. In total, I have 10 technical papers published, and I'm co-author of one of now. It's a project, still not it's not materialized, but and I have one patent with Saudi Aramco ongoing. But this one I won it in December, and I'm very, very happy about it. This is one of lots of the trophies that I won. All of them is Saudi Aramco, but I was featured in the Arabian Sun in 2021, they made a drive or initiative to collect lesson learned, which is basically people sharing information experience. I think the whole Saudi Aramco technical service, they collected 225 lesson learned. I submitted out of them 19 valid lesson learned. So I came in the first place and they featured me and my department won the first prize and they gave me a very nice trophy for it. And this is last year. I lost a lot of weight, by the way, since then. So, and the black suit makes me look bigger. Anyway, I'm a large guy. So we have two companies, SSEC, the one that you are registering, and this has been around, Allah يخليك يا باشمهندس سعيد. This has been around for 1 year. Alhamdulillah, it is registered within Saudi. It has a memorandum of understanding with PMI KSA, and it's ongoing and is registered with PMI with Saudi Council of Engineers. And our newest baby, this is why we're very proud, and you are the first class attending. Our Canadian company, MWIECS, which is Mohamed Walid Ibrahim Engineering Consulting Service. It's the same. For 1 year, we will move our staff classes will be in between the two. Both of them are authorized to give you certificates. Both of them are ATP, so don't worry. It's just a matter of us. We're building the commercial history for the new company. And then next year, inshallah, they will become one company. So basically, you are attending a class with a multinational company. They are small, but they are multinational. They have branches in Saudi and branches in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. So both of them give you the same. We have three main line of business. We offer organizational transformation. We are very keen about that, increasing companies' bottom lines without capital investment. So if you are a factory, we will make sure that you are making more profit without investing in making a new line. So this is our specialty. Engineering studies, or if you are in construction business, working with Saudi Aramco, you will be required for something called CMS, which is lots of studies. We do offer these studies. We can help you with it. And of course, the professional training, we offer PMP. In 2026, we'll start, this is our main course, our focus. We'll start the Lean Six Sigma. But also we will offer eventually in the second, third, and fourth quarter of 2026, we'll offer risk management and PG and PFMP. We are in the process of, as I told you, the Saudi sister is registered with the Saudi Council of Engineer, and we are registering our Canadian branch with APEGA or APEG Ontario. But rest assured, we are a consulting company. We are authorized to give you certificates for attendance. And this is the website is under construction, so give it 10 days, it will be done. I have a wonderful team. It will be done by September 10th. However, substitute this by ssec.notca.sa. You will see all about our company. Type. Let's go with what's important. Any questions before we continue? If you are okay, still attending, give us thumbs up or one. I give good. Okay, this is a good question, من Mohamed Al Faris. How I register my attendance to prove my presence? Please, for the next at least 10, use the same email. Preferably the same email you registered with us through our website, SSEC, the same email you will attend because we have a record. The Zoom will print out the record of people attending. So if you are using different emails, It will make it hard for us to track you down. If you are using different names or you decided to put you as Astrich or La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasul, we are all religion, but yani, please, yani, don't prove your religious strength in here. There's a lot of other areas. Go do good deeds, to go do charity. Here, put your name, put your exact name, preferably train yourself to use the name in your passport, because that should be the name on the certificate and the name you registered with your application with. Is there an echo in my voice? If there is an echo, write me one. Okay. No worries, no worries. If you didn't, just if you are not registered in the same, as I mentioned to you today, is okay. In the second half, when you come back, use the right email. Okay, so let us get into the actual beef. And today we'll give certificates out for 25. Only the class, if I win the election of vice president or vice chair, I will increase it to 50. Okay? Fine. What is PMP certification? So we have PMI. Not happy with this echo sound. Just give me a second, guys. Do I have an echo now? No, very good. Okay. Raised his hand. طيب, write your question now. Ahmed or Dan will answer you. Inshallah, Allah يخليك يا باشمهندس سعيد. Inshallah we'll win. It's okay. It's a volunteer work, but it's nice. Type PMI. This is the world syndicate or organization that is looking after project management. So let's talk about them. They are initiated. It's a non-for-profit organization. They make tons of money, by the way, but they are non-for-profit. So whatever they make, they should spend on the yani, community, on the certificate, all this, and salaries. They have huge salaries, by the way. Go in their career, you will find they pay if you are lucky and join them, they pay a lot. Anyways, anybody wants coffee? One of the things about things don't talk about. 3 things don't talk about it in the class. Religion. Don't oppose on us or anybody your religion review. If you see me having my coffee in my left hand, if you think I'm doing it on purpose, just pray Allah for me to get me virtue and become a good guy. Better presume give me the benefit of the doubt that I'm using my right hand to the mouse, right? Second, don't write anything religion. This is not the platform for it. Don't write anything political. I will not only delete the comment, I will delete you from the whole class. This is not the platform. And again, don't write anything about soccer. I'm a hardcore in Egypt, and a hardcore Zamalkawi. I'm a fan of Zamalek. Myself and maybe 3 or 4 guys only in Egypt who cheer for Zamalek. A lot of the rest of Egypt are Ahli. Don't talk to me about soccer. If you are in Saudi, don't talk about Hilal, Nasr, anybody. If you are, you're not, if you are non-Saudi, non-Egyptian, non-Middle Eastern, we're not going to be discussing cricket. So please focus on the main purpose of this class. What is the main purpose of this class? The first 25 gift. What is the objective of this class? Get certified? No. PMP certified? Yeah, no. Adriana, okay. Become a competent project manager. Very close, Adriana. I'll write your name. طيب. Our Adriana is a he or a she? I think it's a she, right? Let me write your name. Adriana Khuder. She, right? You're female. Female. Fine. أهلا وسهلا. Fine. I'll give you Lulu, but if you want something else, just send me. Write it down. Saturday, lecture 1, August 23rd. Adriana Khuder. Khuder, right? خلاص Nestor, it's done. Adriana, Yahya, it's done. Adriana took it. Adriana Khuder. Khuder. There's no O, Khuder. Congrats, Adriana is our first winner of 25. طيب, I will cover this logistic again. I give certificates, however, I wait after 6 classes, I write the names and I then distribute it. So you're not gonna be receiving it tomorrow, you're gonna receive it probably Sunday of next week. It doesn't mean that when you receive it, there is nobody will win. No, other people will win, inshallah. But I mean, I do it only once for the sake of efficiency. Cool. Congrats, Adriana. Yes, Ashar, this gift 25 is for Lulu, for Max, for Mobile, for Hunger Station. So if you win it, it's in Saudi, Qatar, maybe India, maybe Canada or the US. So, but I'm not sure what the stores are covered there. Anyways, work hard, answer questions whenever I'm attend, and if you didn't get a gift card, by the end of the classes, I distribute T-shirts. However, the T-shirts will be for people inside Saudi. I send it out. I pay only for domestic mailing, not us. Okay, so let's go back to PMI. What is PMI? So PMI is the governing body. We will understand what is the meaning of governing because we have a domain, and you will be asked about the domain. What is the governing structure for any project? So if you are not familiar with the term governing structure or governing rules, trust me, I think Monday we will be covering it. Not this Monday, the Monday of next week, inshallah. So PMI, Project Management Institute, is established in 1969, and it's a non-for-profit organization. And it gives professional certificates focused on management, project management. So it initiated, and this is its website, and I will cover that why I want you to become a member of PMI, and again, specifically become a chapter member of PMI KSA. We'll cover that. But just to give you a sense, if you visited, you will have a lot of certificates. 60 or 70% of them are for free, and they give you a certificate. It's a nice, you will learn. Just all maximum is 4 hours dedicated. If you're looking for a job, it will help you. It will open up your minds and perspective about topics that is very important. And also you will be showing your employer or prospective employer certificates. Certificate is not really about the certificate, but shows that you are dedicated on trying your best and investing time and effort into becoming, developing yourself. So this is one of the main things that become, why do you become a PMI member? So we started now with identifying what is PMI. What is PMP? So PMP certificate is created by PMI to basically recognize or to prove the project managers. They have the necessary leadership experience and expertise in conducting the work. Again, the general misconception or misconception that PMP is for engineers or PMP for running construction projects or technical projects. Completely you're off record or completely off chart or mistaken. PMP for running a project. The project can be just a pizzeria, a pharmacist, or can be small projects, which is basically if you are a graphic designer, or even PMP certificate will give you the necessary understanding of a project phase. I told you, every time, by the way, I used to call group. I have one or two students that always stand out. I think one class I had a female doctor, human doctor, came and attended. She has an MBA. The other class, and this is for me is very, very remarkable. I had a 16-year-old or 17-year-old student. He's high school. He was preparing for universities, applying for schools in the States. I had his father calling me, and I was very impressed by him, and I even wrote him a recommendation letter. Not sure, did he go to the yeah, actually he went to the school he was. I had a girl from Qatar, a class, and she was Hala Dr. Jamil, pharmacist. My wife is a pharmacist, by the way. We have a girl from Qatar. I mistaken her for being a student because she was asking me for undergrad, and I told her you cannot apply for PMP, you should apply for CAP-M. But it turned out that she went back to school. She had 10 years of experience and she went back to, so that was impressive. She has a family commitment. I always see wives or females who are working, taking care of a family, too much over them, too much responsibility, but she was also attending classes. So that was impressive to me. And sometimes for the sake of fun, like the class that I just finished, we have 3,000. We had a guy who was always answering right, so we called the class after him. So let's see, maybe we will call this class Edviana's class. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it. We'll see by the end of this class. Which group you will be, Edviana's group or maybe somebody else's group. So, speaking of women, anybody familiar with the 80-20 theory? If you are familiar with 80-20, yeah. Okay. Put one or I guess. Time. 80-20, it means, okay, let me give you, this is another thing you need to know. But it's related to our work, because as a project manager, you need to understand who is doer in your team, who are as strong as your team. To make sure you invest time to choose the right people and upgrade their skills. No, not 80. Okay. It started in the 1920s. A guy, Pareto, yes. A guy in Italy, he made an observation, said that 80% of the land is owned by the 20% of the population, right? It started like this, and he was able to prove. His second step in a specific city. His second step, it turned out, no, it's in everywhere. All the lands in Italy. However, and that was, then he came up with the 80-20. It was not a theory back then. It was just a fact that there, that he stated and he was able to prove. However, there was a guy came after him 13. It's called Deeming, and they are calling him the god of project of quality management. He came down with that the 80-20 is actually applicable to everything. Like for instance, 80% of the work, this is where it hits you as a competent person, is done by 20% of your team. Okay? And they call it Pareto theory. Though Pareto, when he initiated, was not talking about this. However, why you need this? First of all, to do root cause analysis, your project will run into challenges or obstacles on a daily basis. Rest assured that 20% of the problem is causing 80% of the delay. So it is your job as a competent project manager to identify this 20%. Okay? Let's go back about why the female. In the setup, I want to get it in your mind, relating it to something that you will be going through in your daily life. If you're married, you and your wife, you as a male, are the 80 or the 20? If you're an 80, write 1. If you think that you are the 80. Okay, let's define the 80. 80% is you do 80% of the work, but you're not the core of the family. 20% is the core of the family. So are you 80% or you're the core? If you think the male is the 80%, write 1. Zero. Ehtizaz is 0. Okay. If you think the male is the 20%, write 2. Okay. No, Amina. No. We are the 80%. Listen, you are raised by your mom, not your dad. We provide the resources. However, think about it when you go to camping. In the tent, there is one main pole in the middle that holds the whole tent. But it's very important. It is the core, right? However, there is the cover of the tent, right? We are the cover. Men are the cover. Both of us are very important to form a tent. However, get it in your mind. Your wife does the work. She raises your kids. She makes sure you are successful. So if you're not married, make sure you pick somebody who's compatible to you. If you're married, start treating her well, because if you're not, and be nice, because she is the core of the house. And I'm not saying that I truly believe that. This is not a promotional thing. I truly believe it. You were raised by your mom. You have to pick a wife that will raise your kids the way you were raised, and dependable, and. So anyways, so that's a good chance to explain to you the 80-20. We will be using it in the root cause analysis. However, if you want to remember it, look at your wife, start treating her with respect. Don't be afraid, but respect. Fair enough? If you're good, write me 1. Sorry. So what is the PMP? PMP attests that you have the skills to be a leader, to be a competent project manager. You are qualified to lead a project. But I will tell you, as I'm senior project manager who sits on interviews, who hire candidates, one of the core things that you fit the requirements if you have PMP. PMP translates to me that you are willing to invest in yourself. It will get you a chance to sit for an interview. What you will take with me, because, God forbid, I don't have egos, but you are taking the class with the best guy in the industry. Whatever you will take for me will get you the job, because I will relate a lot of things to our actual project management difficulties or challenges in the project. I'm facing it up until Thursday. In the 3 projects, I'm solving it under. So of course, I will maintain the confidentiality, but I will explain you the kind of challenges and how it is resolved. So you are lucky guys. You're taking the class with the best. Mohamed Walid. Mark this guy in your calendar. Who agrees, write 1. Who doesn't agree, write 2. Nice. All of you have the good material to be the communication skills, because you have to be political in your communication. But allow me over the next 13 classes to prove to you that you made a good choice. Inshallah, bismillah, I will add value to you. I will share with you my experience. And after the 13 class, this is not the end of our relation. This is the start of our relation. Okay? So in PMP certification, you can read this, but I highlighted what you need to put in your note. Highlighting the success of a project and its impact on overall strategic organizational goals. This is very important. You need to understand what is the reason why you are in this project. Why are you selected to this project? Sometimes it will always be tawfiq min Allah, rizq. However, you proven your skills in previous projects, so you're assigned it. But you have to understand how this project fits in the vision, mission, strategy of the company. And we will cover that in the next half. Sorry, second half of this class. As a project manager, don't be focused on maintaining the project, the baselines, which is the cost, schedule, and scope. This is the core. This is the main core of the tent. However, you need to understand your company vision, mission, and strategy. You need to understand why this project was initiated to align with their requirements, to be able to take daily decisions related to the strategy. Fair enough? Write me 1 if you agree to that. Okay, good. We'll move a little bit fast. I would like to give you a break in 10 minutes. So why earn a PMP certificate today? You will join an elite club. There is around 1.4, I think now it's 1.6 million guys who has PMP. In the whole world, we are 8 billion. PMP, if you are, usually it gives you along your career. It will make you distinguish upon your peers. First of all, you will become different. At some point, you might be a manager on a guy who was sitting beside you in class. Not for PMP only, but for you dedicating to professional development and for you proving that you can lead a job, right? For efforts and proven skills. However, it gives you a hike of 16%. However, what is more important, so this is the graph, this is extracted from PMI, but by all means, they have the new one. I think the 16 went higher, but anyways, this is just to make you understand. However, whenever there is economical crisis, this is the right time to do professional development. Let me explain you why. It's not a luxury to become PMP certified. And the next slide will show you. This is extracted from Saudi Aramco. All this related, and none of them are engineers, like business development specialists. These are non-engineering graduates. They will require you to have PMP. So it became a requirement if you want to have an increase in your income, aka work for a multinational company or a big company. In order to make the shortlist, not to get the job, make the shortlist, you have to be PMP to meet the minimum criteria. Then again, how are you going to get the job? We're going to relate to the practical examples that you will take with me in the class. Nevertheless, the second thing, important thing, when there is an economical crisis, like for instance, what happened in 2020 for this COVID, And I'll say this in Arabic because I mean it. Allah la yargahha ayyam. May Allah not repeat this period again. They tend to release people. So who do you think will be released first? A guy who's spent efforts and show commitment and had done professional development and became a PMP, or a regular guy, even if he's better? They will go with the regular guy. So PMP, not only as a certificate, but becoming a competent project manager or a competent employee will make sure that you are among the last of the batch that they will be released, if not be released. In 2020, wallahi, we were in the project, we were around 350 expats. They kept 16. I was not project manager back then. By the way, in Aramco, I'm not project manager or senior project. I'm in Falak, I am a senior project manager. In Aramco, I lead the project, but they don't allow contractors to take the position. Just if you are familiar with that. However, I lead everything. I take decisions and I take responsibility, but I am a lead construction engineer there. Anyways, back then I was not even a lead. We were 350 expats. They kept only 16, and I was one of the 16. Not because only I have PMP and P engine, but I was adding value. I was even publishing papers from problems that were. My first paper I published with Saudi Aramco, I saved the company 4 months of delay and 40 million in a project of 1 billion. So almost 10%, maybe more, or 5%, 4%, right? So a guy like this, they will get rid of, or a guy who are just clicking in 8 to 5 or 6 to 6. So invest in yourself. Plus, well, I will keep repeating it, and I will ask you by the end of the class. Attending the class will make you refresh. This is your time. Other than this time, you are committed to the work. You have a manager, maybe you're giving you a hard time. You are committed to your family. You have errands to do. But this is the 3 hours is you. So enjoy it. You will learn something new. You will meet new people. Hopefully, inshallah, you will get enough information and tactics, strategies will get you to pass the exam, bismillah, from the first try. Okay? Good? Thumbs up? Or one? Yeah. Okay. Good. So this is why you need a PMP. Okay, so this is the roadmap, general roadmap. First, you're gonna check the criteria and we'll cover it in the next few pages. Today, I will give the break around 9, and it will be a short break. Anybody can take a PMP if he meets the criteria. John, I think, or what? What's your name? Jude. Jude, male or female? I like to ask that because when I go back to Canada, there is new species, male, female, he, she, something. I know here you are all male or female, but again, just not to mess it up, yeah. So fit the criteria, and we'll talk about the criteria. If you fit the criteria, then apply. Of course, you need to attend the course and then apply for your to fill the application and submit your application. Okay. PMP will take their time to review it. Hopefully, if you follow my instruction, there is a very good chance you don't go to audit. If you go to audit, I will still help you. But if you follow my instructions, they tend to do 5% worldwide of people who are attending. Don't be one of them. They do it by the way. If they are not comfortable to your application, or they do it randomly. So just make sure if you're an audit, you are hitting because of a random selection, not because your application is messy. Fair enough? Okay, Jude, welcome aboard, Jude. Then once they tell you your criteria is good, go schedule the exam, and I will, yani, centers, I will recommend you to go do it in a center, and I will explain to you why. But centers that tend to be busy, and they will not give you the schedule that you want. And if you are like me, I work with milestones. Like this is, yani, you have to be always understand yourselves to deal with your inner child. At this age or at this level of my career, I know, like for instance, when I am publishing a paper, okay, in a conference, I will say the paper writing or finalizing the paper will take me 40 hours. So I will see when is the deadline. I will go back 40 hours and I will start work. This is completely rubbish, but this is how I work. So maybe you're like me. I have an inner child who's very naughty. It's very disobedient, and I have to deal with it, live with it. My inner child, if I don't have a milestone, if I don't have a deadline, I will always be relaxed. Like for instance, I had the material for you, but it was in Arabic and English. I started working. I said it's 5 hours, so I started working on it today at 2. I was done by 6, and I gave it to Ahmed to post it on the group by 7. And be okay with yourself. I know myself, and I started dealing with it. It's not right, but this is me. So if you are like me, among the elite, of course, then schedule an exam. So you know you have a deadline, and you have to work backward from it. Schedule an exam date. And by the way, I have a motivational promise from me to you, and with the groups that I went, everybody who fit the criteria, I gave him what I promised. This is at the end of the second half. I will let you know about. Prepare for the exam, and we will explain it to you. We'll walk you through, especially we have the last Saturday, the 13th. We're talking about tips and tricks of the exam, how to prepare for exam, what to be expecting in the exam. Then write the exam. Hopefully, inshallah, if you followed my lead, if you follow the elimination theory, each class, we will dedicate 15 to 20 minutes at the end solving actual exam questions. If you follow the main methodology, I guarantee to you, you will, inshallah, of course, you will pass the exam from the first try. Pass the exam, celebrate, of course. If you want to include me in the celebration, that's awesome. I meet a lot of guys. My family moved to Canada again, so I'm here alone. So you're all brothers and sisters. But whoever's working in Khobar, he wants to meet me for lunch, by all means, I will buy. Up until the end of this week, I'm still residing in Bahrain. If you're in Bahrain, you want to meet me, probably it's not going to happen because I'm moving out. I have a lot to do. But starting next week, I'll be full-time in Khobar. If you have work, if you want to grab lunch, I will pay. Maybe you will get to know each other. I'm talking about my male friends. My females, we meet in groups, right? But I'm always open for meeting new people, increasing my network. Celebrating, awesome. I have my way of celebrating you. I'll give you gift cards. I'll tell you the value at the end. But you celebrate it and start accumulating PDUs. What is PDU? Professional Development Unit. So for instance, whoever is attending now, I think Al Faris was saying that if you are already having a PMP, you can claim, I think, 2 or 3 per each class. Because now you're attending a class that is related to a topic, you can claim. You have to accumulate 20 PDUs per year, and you do that over 3 years. I will explain it to you in the next slide. Is it good? Clear? Everybody is give me a thumbs up, Dr. Jamil. You have a nice name, Dr. Jamil. Bye. Okay. So we have Adriana, and we have Jamil. And Jude. Okay. Type. What is the first item is to check if you have the criteria. The criteria is two things. Either you are university or program graduate, doesn't matter which, if you're technical or not technical, if you're scientific or not scientific, it doesn't matter. But if you have a university degree, then you need to have experience 3 years, 36 months. Can you see my screen? Just give me summed up. حبيبي يا دكتور جميل انت اجمل والله. Okay, perfect. Well, you cannot see my screen يا وائل. ليه يا وائل؟ Why يا وائل? Can you see it now? Not me, my screen. Forget about me. The screen. Hi. Type. Okay, good. So first, if you are a university graduate, then you need to show that you have been working for 36 months in projects. What is project? When you go into our class, you will understand that even your daily task is a project, right? So you show that you work in 36 months in a project, you share your degree, you share two things, or one of two things, either a 35 PDU certificate attending a class, we will issue you that. If you attend at least 10, which means 30, we are very forgiving. In the remaining 3, it's fine. Or you pass the exam for CAP M. What is CAP M? It's the same as PMP, but for people who don't fit this criteria, they don't have experience. So it is certified associate project manager, or for people who are even still studying. So if you are still studying, you're still qualified. The material that we cover here will qualify you for PMP or CAP M. Actually, CAP M is less questions with no scenarios, just very direct. You know the knowledge, you will answer. You don't know the info, you will fail. Very straightforward, very direct, very conventional. Or if you don't have a university degree, you are a high school. So get your high school diploma, show that you have 60 months of project or experience. And again, you will see once you go into the class that this, and again, what is a project? And again, 35 certificate from an approved ATP that you attended a class 35 PDUs, and we can give you that. Okay. So, okay, this is very important. Make sure you don't make this mistake. Inshallah, you will not enter an audit. What is this mistake? From January 2024, you were assigned to one project. Okay. The project should last for 12 years. You're doing awesome. Yeah. If you're doing awesome, you're handling the project very well. The company is lucky. It landed a new project in June. So in June, they assigned the new project to you. So how many projects do you have now under your umbrella? 2 projects. Right? Very good. When you are reporting your experience, you say, I started the first project from June, and it lasted to April or December, right? Don't write the second project from February to June. No. If you write that, you are double dipping. So basically, you will only account for the second project after you finish this project, even if you have time that is intersecting. Is it clear? So you'll say, I have the first project 4 months, and the experience of my second project that I need you to count is how many months? 1, 2. Clear? Don't double dip. Don't say I have 4 months and I have 6 months, so it's 10 months. No. This will automatically send you to an audit. Clear? Don't make this mistake. because let's talk salary wise. When you were getting paid for one project, when they assigned the second project, did they double their salary? No. Probably they doubled the workload, they doubled the amount of hours that you are committed to the work, but they didn't double your salary. Okay, Yara, you started a project that should last for 12 months. You write, I worked on project A for 12 months. This project went from January to December. Clear? Say one. Give me one if it's that clear. No, Yara. And very good. In June of the same year, you started being a manager of a second project. Okay? And this project went from June to June. So by June of next year, how many months did you work as a project manager? On the first project, report 12 months. On the second project, report only the 6 months after you finish the first one. Do not say I worked here 12 months and I worked here 12 months. So I need you to count that for me as 24 months. Clear, yeah? No, it's only 18 months. Individually, yes. Even if each project took 12 months, but 6 of them you were working on both. So it's not 24, it's 18. You got it, Sarah? Yara? Just give me one, Yara, so we'll move on. Yes, Saeed, Allah yaftah alayk. No, it reflects the actual experience. Your experience is 18 months, not 24. Because you worked for 12 months, 6 of them on 2 projects, but the first 6 on 1 project, and the next 6 you work on 1 project. So your experience is 18, not 24. But 6 of them you developed what is called multi-project. So you became mega project manager. You can run projects or program, but your total experience is still 18 months. It does not. Perfect, understood. Awesome. Al-Sabt, I used to have a very dear friend to work with me when I first joined Aramco, called from Al-Sabt. So I hope probably you're the same family. Yeah. Was a very good guy. Allah يرزقه خير, yeah. طيب, what will so خلاص, is it clear? This is the first part. If you made this mistake, I guarantee you will hit audit. If you didn't make the mistake, the chances of you hitting audit random selection is way less. So this is the other form. It will show what is your project role, what is your title, what organization. So this is very straightforward information. But what is important is this one. So in this project, in this 12 months, was it only initial phase? Any project will pass through 5 phases. When we go through the material, you will understand. So you need to write in this 12 months, whether it only in one phase or different phases. Okay? And I am a little bit behind. Type, it's 8:55. Are you okay, guys, taking only this once, wallah, this class? 5 minutes only? So write me one if you're okay. 5 minutes is good that you go, if you haven't prayed like myself, go pray. Okay, so Adriana, I like your name, mashallah. Abu Bakr, everybody, Abu Bakr. The Sudani, Abu Bakr? Say yes. 10 minutes? 10 minutes is fine. ماشي أجدع ناس والله العظيم بتوع السودان طيبين جدا. You hardly find a Sudanese guy that have grudges or have anything issues inside. Yeah. Type 10 minutes is good. خلاص. It's 8:56. We'll come back 9:05. Be punctual, please. Go grab your coffee, pray better, but come here 9:05, okay? يلا السلام عليكم. See you in 10 minutes.
Uh, Walid, there's one question that maybe you can answer after the break.
Okay, what is it?
By Adriana. She's asking regarding networking with other students.
I saw it. I will answer how. Just let me go pray and come back. طيب السلام عليكم جميعا. Are you back? Give me one if you're back. Perfect. طيب good. Let us quickly take a couple of questions. So allow others to join. About networking. Yes, networking in the form of finding a job or like trying to help another by posting a job, you do it through us. Just send us if you want your resume to be posted. Go ahead, send it to me or to Dane or Ahmed on the WhatsApp group, which is 054 30 60 499, or personally to me or to Ahmed or Dane on their WhatsApp. If you have a job, awesome. Yes, this is the number at this. If you have a job, awesome. Again, send it to us. We'll post it in the group. So generally, any networking that involves massive or mass communication, we handle it to avoid any friction. We don't want people misunderstanding each other. We foster professional networking. Other than that, socializing, you can do that. Everybody are welcome to do that in a nice manner away from us. By all means, you are all professional, you're all respectful, you are all well brought up. Every one of you as an adult, handle your own matters. However, when it comes to us, we foster not professional network to the limitation of our time, our resources, and liabilities as well. Is it good? So this is the answer first question. Second question, welcome Atizaz. I look forward to, it's my pleasure to have you in the group. Yeah, it will be my pleasure. Another question, I saw it from a guy who was talking about tech. Working 8 years or so. Yes, this will work for you, especially the next 3 classes. Sorry, the classes of Agile. You will find it very much, and that for you as well, Atizaz. Will find it very much suiting you. Who's Mahmoud? Why are you here, Mahmoud? Arafa, Habibi. We're talking English, yeah, Arafa. You cannot get enough of me, huh? Framework. This class and the next class is all about framework. So rest assured, you will get, even after we're done, if you still have questions, again, approach me, Ahmed or Dane. Dane is not technical, but he will convey it to me promptly. Ahmed is technical. He has CAP M, and I humbly, inshallah, will be able to answer your questions. Habibi ya Mahmoud. Good. Okay. Yeah, anonymous attendee, please change your name. I will let it slide today. If you're not putting your name, we'll not answer your question. If you do not trust us with your name, we do not trust you with our questions. Very simple. Put your name, identify yourself, so at least we know to address you as he or she. That's for starters. But it shows a minimum amount of respect. Don't put your name as an anonymous attendee. Okay? Fine, let's go back to our class. Sorry about that. I was answering a colleague of yours. Type. Okay, so this part you will understand what is the phases, different phases, once we go a little bit in the syllabus. Okay. And again, you will write here our name and the date that you have it on the certificate of attendance. I want you to think with me this. I want you to align with my line of thinking. Listen, me offering this for free, I am investing in the afterlife. I'm investing with Allah for offering me my science, my education, my knowledge for free. Right? So you can attend for free, you can have my material for free, print it, share it with others. Still, you will take good deeds, I'll take good deeds. The minute you start investing in this life, which means that you are willing to take the exam, then you have to pay me because I am the first cornerstone. You understand? So I cannot be giving you certificates for free. I cannot give you my recordings for free because you need it because you're investing in yourself to invest to become a PMP. The first cornerstone, pay the guy who will help you to do that. But as a privilege, I will give you a discounted account. Fair enough, clear. I don't want any arguments about that. If you are here to learn, by all means, not Lessa Arafa. We have three names. Just let me finish this one. If you want here to learn, by all means, you're welcome. You are my investment with Allah. So I'll give you the material for free. I will explain for free. Even if you approach me for any question, I'll give it for you for free. But if you started developing yourself and investing in this life, start by paying me. Fair enough? Is it clear? This is one of the things you need to learn about. You know your value as a project manager, as a competent, know your value so you address the people with your own value so people will start addressing you with your own value. You understand, Shabab? Is it clear? Say, give it one. One if you, okay. We'll go back to Mahmoud Arafa. First, I'd like you to introduce you to Mahmoud Arafa. Mahmoud Arafa, one of the guys who attended the class, the Arabic, one of the 3,000 guys who attended. I have no idea why he's attending here, but he's most welcome. He's one of the names that I remember. And to answer your question, his group was called Masalhi Group. We have three names so far, Adriana, Jude, what was this? And Dr. Jamil. So we'll see how it goes. Adriana is our first winner of the voucher. So we'll see how it goes out. By all means, we will not name it after you. Khalas, you took your chance, you attended. I have no idea what you're doing here. هلا Hassan, no worries. We're just about to start. خلاص عرفة اسمع, attend, enjoy it, enjoy the ride. You know everything here, but you're welcome to attend. But allow your colleagues to get their fair chance. Give me thumbs up, Ya Araf. You left already, Araf, ولا ايه؟ طيب, anyways. حبيبي عارف. Yeah, this will be the certificate. One of the things that you missed, Arfa, we're offering it through my Canadian company. My Canadian company is MWI ECS, the same as SS, Standard Solution, Engineering Consulting. This is Mohamed Walid Ibrahim, Engineering Consulting Solutions. Okay, so this is what will your certificate look like. And probably here we'll write the date of your, I don't give the date, so until we finish, because maybe we'll increase one class or something. I don't mind, I don't leave you. I give extra classes if I feel that you need more. So we are the previous one, it was 12. However, I felt that you need one more class, I gave them one more class. So we'll see how it goes. We promised you, or you're committed, I'm committed with you for 13, but maybe we'll increase. We'll see. Type PMP examination. Okay, the examination is 180 question. Only will be graded for 175. They don't tell you which 5 they are not. Habibi ya Muhammad. Okay, you're always welcome. Mahmoud. 100, they will not tell you which 5 they are not graded. So you go shoot for the 180, get them all right, inshallah. So, and the total time is 230, including of 10 minutes. So technically, per question, you have 75 seconds to read the scenario, to select among 4 answers the best answer. The first thing that you need to learn is you're not choosing the correct answer. You're choosing the most correct answer. So you will have correct, probably 1 or 2 answers, but the most correct answer. This is what you are after, okay? Inshallah, I will share with you my elimination theory. Mahmoud Arfa, I know it. That will let you finish the question, answering the correct answer in less than the 75, in the worst case scenario. However, some questions from what I will offer you from my 8 exams are exactly what you will see in the exam. So these questions, if you solve the exams enough, you see it, you'll answer. So you will save valuable seconds to a question that you haven't seen or you don't know the answer. You ask me, seconds make a difference? Yes. If you are running a project for 1 million, thousands make a difference, hundreds make a difference. If you are running a project for 1 billion, yes, a study that will cost you 20 to 250,000, if you manage to get it for 150, yes, it will make a difference. So be a miser, be very cheap with your time, because it's your main asset. Don't waste it. Not cheap, be very careful. In the projects, every single penny you can save without cutting corners. Go ahead for it. It's an achievement. It will all count. Good. Give me 1 if you agree. Tamam. Where's the rest? Yes. No. Keep engaged. Okay. So 180 questions, 230, they will give you an option of 2 10 minutes break. I strongly recommend you take them. It gives you a chance to collect your breath, restart, Yes, there are MC questions. Re-evaluate, start fresh. So never ever say, no, I will not take a break. Take a break. My first recommendation, take it in a center. Don't put the liability on you. Because if you choose to do it online, then they will assign a proctor for you. You have to sit in a room. He will open the camera and to look around. And if you have even a bottle of water that has a name tag on it, they will ask you to remove. A lot of hassles. Then if the internet you got disconnected, it's on you. All of this liability, if you are in the exam center, it's their problem, not yours. They are obliged to redo the exam for you. That's why I strongly recommend go with the exam center. Okay? The second recommendations, make sure to take the breaks. If you're feeling awesome about yourself, that's a good reason to take a break. If you're doing shitty in the exam, that's a more valid reason to take a break. To disconnect from the previous part. Fair enough? Good. Do you agree? Thumbs up. Okay. Type why to become a PMI member. When you are applying to become a member, there will be two categories. The difference is an increase of around $12. Why? So PMP members, you will collect the amount that you're paying, which is around, I think, 100, maybe 160, I'm not sure. Some countries, by the way, including Egypt, your membership and the exam fee are subsidized. So these are only the regular fees. Saudi, you pay regular. So why to become a PMI member? In the exam itself, you will save 250. If you are retaking the exam, which inshallah with me, you're not going to be retaking exam, but you will save $100. But most importantly, in the renewal, you will save $90. If you, of course, if you're Saudi, you can claim, once you pass, you can claim all of this. The membership and the exam. You cannot claim our fees because technically you didn't pay us anything up until now. Second is we are not registered with them. So especially the Canadian one, it's not registered. One of the options of the Canadian is some countries, they couldn't be accepted in Salla. So now, inshallah, any country will be accepted in the Canadian banks. So to prove you that this is my personal renewal and savings. So what is the renewal? Once you pass the exam, you are eligible for membership for 3 years. It will be even written on your PMP certificate. Yeah, I have one here, but if you go through my video I shared today earlier, you will see one of the certificates PMP. It will be written on it when it will expire. They will give you 3 years. In the 3 years, you need to accumulate 60 PDUs. Attending a class, each hour is 1 PDU. Taking a course, each hour is 1 PDU. For instance, if you take a certificate, the one that I will be offering inshallah of January, which is Lean Six Sigma, is 30 PDUs. So if you claim the 60, which is not difficult, if you are attending meetings even in your company, you can claim it. You're eligible once you have to maintain your 60 PDUs, which is the last item, number 10 in the roadmap that we explained earlier before the break. You will be eligible to renew it for another 3 years, and you keep doing that. So if you renew it for 3 years, you will save $90. So your renewal is becoming a member economically is totally worth it, but it's more importantly what the benefits. And this is why I am pro becoming a member, pay this extra $12 to become PMI KSA member. First of all, if you will not know about my free classes or any other classes or conferences or meetings if you are not a member, right? But more important, touch base about networking. You'll volunteer. You will increase your network. PMI KSA, they have. I'm an active member with PMI Canada generally. They are actually PMI Edmonton. They are very active as well. Our PMI, they are structured and active and they add value. So by all means, become a PMI member. Okay, PMI KSA member. Okay. Also, one of the things that we tend to share on the group, this is another reason why you join our group, is you got the announcements through the class, you got networking, hopefully you'll land a job if you're looking for a job. But also, every now and then we got discounts on the coupons on the exam. So we'll share it. Once we receive it, we'll share it. Okay, you can read the rest and Okay, this is very important. We're supposed to finish it before the break, but nevertheless, today we might go a little bit يعني over the time. I apologize, but today this is the soft opening. So we spend more time talking than folks. But inshallah, starting Monday, we'll stick to the 3 hours, bismillah. ولا يا عرفة, right? Right. Right. Change by your mindset. Let's talk about the mindset of the exam. Okay. Usually, this is the setup of the previous exam. I had my PMP with this approach. You focus on the project, how to execute the project, but what is the rules and procedures and standard that govern the project is just an input. Who run the project and why you spend time, how do you lead them, how you emotionally become intelligent with them. No, there was nothing. The exam doesn't tell you anything, doesn't exercise with you anything about that. When I was يعني preparing, I think in 2014, that's 12 or maybe 11, 12 years ago, was a famous instructor, Rita. Page 50. Under each phase, they will give you what is the output, what is the activity. If you memorize this, خلاص. Okay? Seriously. I remember it from the book because I memorized it. What is the actual activities, aka output of each phase of the project. Okay? However, this has completely changed, which is actually what is going on now. You are not process oriented, you are value oriented. Your project has a purpose. It satisfies an initiative that reflects on a strategy that needs to fulfill a mission and achieve a vision. This is your mindset. You are to add value. Okay? So you have to approach things holistically. You go from upper limit and you go down to the core. Like for instance, when I explained to you the objective of the project, what was the main objective? Write it down. What is the main objective of this class? Is it to pass the exam or transform you into competent project manager? Transform you into competent. Passing the exam will fall into place. Not PMP, competent project manager. Good, sir. That's a good. Okay. But what for the second half, which is supposed to be now, by the way. Sorry about that. Second half, no. This has a long term and short term. This is exactly how you start thinking. You have to understand the holistic, then you go deeper, deeper, deeper. Okay? So the core is the execution of the project. You have 3 baselines you have to achieve. However, you need to know how to develop the people to execute this process. You need to know, I'm sorry, what is your governing standards and procedures to make sure you're not doing anything wrong. You prevent embezzlement in the worst case, but you are efficient. You have to know the efficient to know the baseline. The baseline is your procedure. For instance, if you have a change order, you need to know when the change order is qualified to become a change order, when it will become unnecessary. So if it's a qualified or a valid change order, what is the procedure? You don't cut corners and you think that this is justified. No, it is your job as a competent project manager not to cut corners, to follow procedures, but follow it efficiently. So you save time, you execute the scope within the budget. Fair enough? Give me one if you agree. Okay. And of course, you need to know that there is a framework of this. Is this project executed as a waterfall, or this project is agile, or this project is a combination of both? If you don't, there is criteria when you run the project as sequential, which is waterfall, which is predictive. When you run it as a circular or agile, and when you run it hybrid. This will be covered today, inshallah. So for the guy who was asking me about the framework. Okay, so we're moving from here to be process oriented to become here to be value oriented. You are to add value. Clear? Thumbs up if you're clear. Perfect. Okay, so the success of project is its impact over overall the strategic organizational approach goal of your company. We will go over it in details, but you need to understand you are to fulfill the vision. You are not just to finish the project. You are not a conventional project manager. You are a production of Mohamed Walid's classes. You are a competent project manager. You deserve to be called a competent. You deserve to take extra money. Know your value. Put the efforts. Tawakkal ala Allah. Be sincere in your work. Enjoy it. Your team will enjoy it. And then trust me, you will earn more. Okay? Good. So why did the PMI changed from process-oriented to value-oriented? There's something called silos. What is silos? Which is isolated islands. Who is from Egypt here? If you're from Egypt, write one. Okay. We have a very specific term for when you go to a government, we call it what? For silos. مدام ايه اللي عندها الخيط؟ عفاف الله يفتح عليك مينا. So, okay, for the non-Egyptians, they know this. Okay, silos means probably you will be facing it in your company, especially if it's a convention. Departments. There's nothing wrong, by the way, if your company is it's in departments. Like for instance, let's talk about engineering companies. Then I will give the same example with the pharmacies. So if you're an engineering firm, you will find, I work now in KBR, it's 7 floors. You have 1 floor or 1 section, half a floor. These are electrical engineers. They are all electrical in the same place, despite working in different projects, but they are all electrical. The second half, they are all mechanical. The good companies make sure that they communicate, but however, the 80s or when I was in PMP, they don't communicate. So these people, they are among themselves, they don't communicate to others. So you lose a lot of time and efforts and resources getting at the bare minimum the information from one department to another. The second example that we were making fun in the Egyptian culture is when you have one guy in the project who knows everything and it's not structural, it's not documented. The next statement is one of the statements that will get you past the exam in the first try. One of the things that you need to do in the exam to identify this question, is it agile or is it predictive? Waterfall. If it's waterfall, everything has to be documented. Your most correct answer is the answer that refers that the first step you need to go is document what's going on. Okay? AKA is also known as. AKA means when you document, you don't have one guy who knows everything. So if this guy went out of the project, they kick him out, then the company falls. Everything is documented. We have knowledge bank. You can go back, find out all the information that you need. or everything is explained in a procedure. So no one guy only knows everything. He's not the bottleneck. This is for my friend Arafa, because he heard this before. I faced this problem in one of the projects, despite the fact multinational company, one of the biggest oil producer in the world, we had a guy called Shehzad. He was the guy who makes sure nobody knows anything about the project. So every single thing or vital decision, you have to go to Shehzad. Something extremely ridiculous here. So you're changing the mindset is changing what? Getting rid of whom? Right, write it. Getting rid of whom? Right, the answer. Okay, bottleneck. Or Shehzad, getting rid of Shehzad, right? Silas. Good answer, well. Yes, getting rid of the silos. Everything has to be documented. There should be a structured approach. Even the youngest engineer or youngest employee knows that he has to follow procedure. So no one guy that we all have to refer to as our go-to guy. Yes, you need to become a go-to guy, not because nobody else knows the rule. No, because you have enough experience. Fair enough? Do you understand the difference? Okay. Or AKA for fun, getting rid of Shehzad. So PMI change the rules, change the mindset to get rid of Shehzad. Okay? Right. So so what does it mean overcoming silos? So instead of having the process, the plan, the idea, no, becoming everything is structured, everything is documented, everything has a procedure. Anybody can go through the procedure, follow it. He doesn't have to have experience. Experience is needed for decision-making capabilities. But if day-to-day execution, any engineer can do it. Any new employee can do it. I'll give you the same example. Yes, I was remembering it. Give you the same example because I promised you I give it in a company and I give it in a pharmacy. In a pharmacy, you have three categories. You have administrative staff, you have technicians, and you have pharmacists. Most probably, the pharmacist will be the new guy. The technician is there since ever, maybe before even this pharmacist start. He comes from another branch. This guy will know everything. And you'll find that in some idiotic setup, the pharmacist is going to the technician. So you end up the client or the patient is talking to the technician, which is there's nothing wrong in it. But what I mean, the right way is to have a procedures. There is references on the network. The pharmacy or the pharmacist should be able to access this, get the right answer, or check his knowledge and answer the patient. Fair enough? Is that right, Dr. Jamil, or am I wrong? Perfect. Okay. So that's why you are in the right place. Adriana, you're a pharmacist as well? You are in the right place, Dr. Jamil. Okay. You need to know project management because a lot of your work has nothing to do only with giving away the medicine or the drug. No, you have to run your pharmacy. You have to make it a profitable. It's a lot of management. If you are even a graphic designer, you have to make sure that the client is satisfied. حبيبي يا Dr. Jamil. So let's talk about, so this is the holistic approach. Okay, let's talk about the syllabus. The syllabus, we have three domains. We have each domain has enabling element, has tasks, sorry. So we have three domains, we have 35 tasks, we have 140 enabling element. The three domains that you will be questioned about: the process, how to execute the project, the people, how to lead the people and make them competent so they execute the project. And the business domain, what is governing your project? What are the procedures and rules? And you make sure as a project manager that you are following the procedure. Fair enough? So the exam that you will have, for instance, people under it, build a team. That's a task. Under it, enabling means how you achieve this task, appraise the stakeholders' skills, offer them training, a lot of things that we will cover. But this is the structure that you're. Bear in mind that people domain is 42, process domain will be 50%, so around 90 questions. Business domain is 8%. This is the different weights on the distribution of each domain in the exam. We will spend here 2 classes in the frame, which is basically explaining the whole approach, how you execute the project, whether it's agile, hybrid, or predictive, waterfall. Then we will spend 3 classes on the agile, which is new. I'm 100% after it. Even in the regular conventional waterfall, apply agile, and I'll explain to you how. Then 1 class will be in the business, 2 or 3 classes in the people, 2 classes in the people, and 4 classes in the process. Okay, so we have 3 domain, which is high level, 35 tasks, which is what to do to achieve the domain, and enablers, how to achieve the task, which is basically how to achieve the domain. Good. Give me 1 if you're following, if you're not bored. Type good. And this is again, the 8% is 4 tasks, the 42% is 14 tasks, the 50% is 17 tasks. But you have these 3 domains that you will be asked. Be very careful in the next stage. Whether you are executing the project agile or predictive, the execution or the framework has nothing to do with the domain. Is still applicable, the domain, whether the method of execution. So you end up maybe having questions about agile, maybe 60-70%. How? I'll explain it. So this is, we'll cover each one in specific, but these are the 4 tasks for the business: plan and manage project, compliance, evaluate and deliver benefits, project benefits, evaluate and address external business environment, support organization change. People domain, that's 14 tasks. These are the 14 tasks. And the process domain, 17 tasks. We'll spend the last 4, maybe 4.5 classes in them. Okay. So the exam is the 3 domains, whether you are executing predictive or adaptive, which is agile, or hybrid. So technically 50% will be predictive, 50% will be agile, but again, you will be asked whether it's predictive or agile in people, process, and business environment. So that's usually the 50% of the adaptive will jump to maybe more than 50%. Okay, project life cycle. Your project, whether you are executing, be very mindful of this statement, whether you are executing it predictive, linear, or whether you're executing agile, it will pass in these 5 phases. You have to initiate the project, you have to plan the project, execute it, and while you're executing, you have to monitor and control how you execute it. And then you go, after you reach 60 or 70% of it, you go into the closure phase. You close the project financially, you make sure the customer is satisfied, you make sure you capture all the lesson learned and put it in your company bank, knowledge bank. So other project managers can benefit from what you have learned in this project. Clear? Write me one if it's clear. Right, very good. So these 5 phases will be translated into 17 project manager responsibilities. Basically, you are required to achieve these expectations. Okay? Okay. For this, this is the roadmap developed by Ahmed, our TA for this class. Ahmed will be very helpful to you when it comes to registration, even technical. Also, Dan will be helpful administrative. There is one important girl, be very mindful when you approach her, called Minna. Minna is our graphic designer. Minna is the one that will issue your certificates. Mess up your relation with Minna, I can't help you. Be very nice. Women or girls in general, you have to be extra nice with them. But for your own best interest, I treat Minna very especially because graphic designers, they are very creative and nice people, generally. But generally, I'm just giving you heads up. Mess up your relation with Minna and yani, let me know if you get a certificate. Fair enough? Yes. Okay. The engineer Sayed is very good. Even Minna is not attending, but every single time say hi to Minna. Okay? We will let her know. And we have, by the way, Sharif is the last member. He handles our marketing. And we have a new member who's doing our new platform and handles IT. His called is Berry, Mohamed Berry. Oh, Muhammad or Ahmad? Yeah.
Mohamed Berry, yeah.
Mohamed Berry. Okay. By the way, I keep the age of the people who are joining me. I am almost 50. Okay. I keep everybody less than 35, maybe in the 20s, because they connect me to you. I'm an old school guy. I write everything, right? Inshallah, it will benefit you, Ahsan. The hardcore will benefit you. You are the guys that benefit from it. Inshallah. Okay, so these are the classes starting today. Today was basically mostly administration, but we'll talk a little bit about framework. I will get you out here maximum quarter to 11, only 15 minutes. But next time we'll work hard, finish the... Next time is Monday, by the way, day after tomorrow. We only have Sunday off and Thursday off. Thursday and Friday, of course. So 2 classes frame, 3 agile, 1 business, 2 people, 4 process, or maybe 4.5. And the last one will be September 13, will be our revision. Right. What does it mean to become a competent project manager? Let's translate it into actual expectation. First, I explained that this align with your company strategic goal. You need to talk C-level management. You need to talk strategy. You need to know if you are put if you are placed or giving a presentation to not your manager or your director, to the VP or senior VP or executive VP or your CEO, know what they are after. They are not after the quality. They are not after how you executed it. They are after financials and safety. Okay? Don't get distracted from your core objective. It's called the baseline, your budget, schedule, and scope. Okay? You need to understand deviations. What is a deviation? The project, whether you're going to execute it predictive or adaptive or waterfall or agile, you will always have a plan for it. If your actual execution is not hypothetically, it should be exactly like your plan. So it is your job as a competent to understand there will be deviation, not to respond when the deviation happens, right? to predict it really. So your first start point to recognize deviation at its start point and eliminate it. But with time, you will know what will cause the deviation and start working on it. Yes, Abu Bakr. Strategic goal means is equivalent to the vision. Do you understand this, gentlemen? Give me one if you understand it. Okay. One of the when we talk about your task as a project manager, you have 10 tasks that you need to address. Theoretically, ideally, you should spend equal time in each task. However, you will find yourself 90% is gone into communication. Yes, yes, Hussein. And 10% you will address it, which is handling the risks of the project, starting from the initial phase, which identifying the risk, putting a plan, executing the plan. So this is the 10% of your time. Once there is a risk materializing, you address it. Okay? And of course, have a superb communication skills because 90% of your time will be communicating, whether verbal, whether face-to-face, whether by email. So if you don't know how to write an email, you will be in trouble. If you don't understand body language, you will be in trouble. If you are not emotionally intelligent with your team, you will be in trouble. What does emotionally intelligent understand means in a nutshell? Very fast. We will talk about it when we come to people. Emotionally intelligent means every single guy, you need to identify his strengths and his weaknesses. Because there is no guy or no team member who's 100% useful or 100% useless. Every single guy will have his goods and his bads. It is your job to capitalize on his strength and to improve his weaknesses. Clear? You got it? Okay. Emotional intelligence means, for instance, if you have Dr. Gamil working for me, Dr. Gamil, we work 20 days per month, 5 days per week. Over 18 days, he's never late. One time he's late. If you are a conventional project manager, you'll write him off. You will give him a penalty. If you are a competent project manager, you'll go ask him, why are you late? Is there something that I can help you with? There is a completely different outcome from the two approaches. One, you care, and one, if you excuse my French, you're stupid. If you have a guy who 80% of fulfilling, meeting your expectation, when he deviates, there must be a reason. It is your job to identify the reason so you help him to achieve or at least meet or exceed your expectation. This is the difference between a competent project manager and a conventional or useless project manager. Yeah, you can call it leadership, but I am calling it emotionally intelligent. If you have a female member in your team, female by nature are detailed oriented. Try decorating your home and ask your wife what color she wants. She will give you 13 different levels of color you never heard of. Lila, off-white. What happened to the blue, red to black, gray, right? Give her a contract or agree with her on you're gonna do something. After 6 years, she will remind you of your agreement. I'm talking about my wife, I'm not talking about anybody else, but I generally, females are detail oriented. Okay. So in a project, Dr. Jamil, in his pharmacist, he needs to have her handle the business contracts because she will go in each item, right? She will, if you have senior patient, let the female pharmacist deal with the senior patient. Senior patients, I'm talking because my wife is a pharmacist, tend to talk a lot. They are not really here in the pharmacy to just get the drug and go. No, they are here to talk. Seriously, I was in Canada there, and I witnessed this myself, not in the pharmacy. There's a famous coffee shop called Tim Hortons. I think I'm not gonna say that engineer say it. Tim Hortons, it's here. You have the brand. It's all over the place. It's like the Starbucks. I don't care about Starbucks, by the way. I don't like it. It's overrated. It's very pricey for no valid reason. Anyways, seriously, I moved my family in a new city. I am an Edmontonian. I cheer for Oilers. This is our hockey team. But we moved to so this is in the west. I moved to the east. Okay. Kingston, one of its signature, it has 20% of the population is seniors. Okay. So went to get a coffee. I spent this 15 days, maybe عرفة knows, getting my family moved. So there was a lot of a lot of muscle work, which I'm not a muscle guy. Moving furniture, the stupid IKEA, getting the furniture together. Labor there is very expensive, so I have to follow the instructions of IKEA. You follow a manual 15 page and you discover you made a mistake in page 1 and you have to disassemble. It's very frustrating for me. Anyways, so I treated myself to coffee or bagel. I love bagel in Tim Hortons. One of the Tim Hortons that I went to, like to sit in, not the drive-thru. They have something called chili soup, which is beans with ground beef and chili peppers. It's very nice. I don't know if you know it. Anybody is familiar with chili soup? It's beans, but with ground beef. Somehow this combination is awesome. Yeah. Anyways, biryani, of course. Anyways, so this branch, because I'm the most lucky guy always, yeah. I went through to sit. They said, no, we are not open for sitting in. We have a problem with the washroom, so we are not allowed to have a dining. Listen carefully. And this is one of the things, if you want to be in business, you have to be observative. Senior guy came. She told him, what do you want? He said, I want a coffee. But she explained to him, you cannot sit here because we don't have a washroom, so we're not opening the dining. He told her, no, I will not. I will not have the coffee. The main reason I'm coming is to talk to people, not to have the coffee. I will go to the other branch because they have their dining, so I can talk to people. So, AKA, when you are opening a business, understand the culture and fit your team to fit the requirements of the customer. You're in the pharmacy, your work is on people my age and elder, 50 and elder. We have supplements, or elder people, they have supplements, but they come to talk, not really to communicate, to socialize, to network. So if you are just about to collect their money to give them the prescription, you are on the wrong business. They will not come back. Understand? So your best is to get a female because they are patient. She will relate to her, to the senior. She will see her mom in it. If you have a female pharmacist, he will not, a male pharmacist, he will not relate to the guy. He wants to move on because for some reason the pharmacist doesn't have time. So as a Dr. Jamil, as a good manager, you need to know to assign whom to which task. If you are in, like, for instance, in my line of business, if I have a female, I will assign her to contracts because she will make sure every item of the contract is executed. Every milestone mentioned in the contract we are achieving. Fair enough? Clear, gentlemen? Hi. Last thing, this is that you will not find another trainer tell you this. You have to speak quantitative and qualitative language. What is that? Anybody has an idea what is quantitative and qualitative language? Well, this is a 50 real gift card. Concise and clear, no. Don't give me general. If you know it, know it. If you don't, خلاص. Movement, sample size, numbers, financial. Okay, Adrian. You're on the right track. Continue. What is numbers and financials? الله يفتح عليك. Adriana, you have a PMP, right? Okay. Well, I usually, since Arafa's here, I usually name the group after one guy who distinguished. As I mentioned to you, I have a group that I have a student. I name it after him. I have a group that we have a doctor, but she was so much into the managing of her hospital. I have a group that was the girl, Qatari girl. I have very high respect and admiration for her. The last group was Masilhi group, right, Arafa? I don't know if you're still around, yeah. So this group, maybe it's Dr. Jamil, maybe it's Adriana's group. So we'll see. But Adriana is right on spot. But you didn't get this right. So let me explain to you what is quantitative language and what is qualitative language. Okay, you have to understand while running the project, you are exactly like a maestro. The maestro, by the way, is a project manager. The people who are receiving his work, he's not seeing their inputs directly. However, he has to be focused on every single player in the team to make sure he addresses his concerns. He makes sure he reaches his potential. So the audience are receiving one synchronized output. Is it clear? Do you understand it? So you are the maestro of the project. Every single player in the team is playing in its own pace. It's different voices. It's the maestro or the project manager job to synchronize and make sure all these voices or music are in harmony so the audience receive their expectation. Fair enough. Let us talk more, not more like metaphor. Let us talk what is quantitative, what is qualitative. Okay. You will be running a team. You will be meeting with the team, executing tasks on a daily basis. These guys need to take quantity. If we take the example of a pharmacist, probably you will say, addressed for each pharmacist, you need to, we have an expectation of 100 patients. So each one of you has to meet and fulfill 25 patients if I have 4 employees. Fair enough? So these guys have daily tasks. It is quantitative related to quality. Okay? However, the senior management, they are focused on money. I will use the KPI Anybody except Adriana know what this KPI means? Write it down. KPI. Key performance indicator. Good job. So key performance indicator is basically a method to measure how is this project performance. Usually it is number, it's a fulfillment of an equation, and this equation reflects in a number which has an upper limit or lower. We will be talking more in specific about it. The senior management will ask about two things: the safety and only financials. So this is the quantitative. Sorry, the quantitative. Yes, money, numbers. What is your expenditure? How much cash flow do you have? Okay. The team is focused on quantity, but it's related to quality. You poured 300 cubic meter. They don't know, or it is beyond them, to achieve how much this reflect to the strategic goal. Is it clear, or did I get you confused? If you want me to repeat it, press 1. If you're okay, okay, I'll repeat it. Okay, let's take it from the top. Qualitative and quantitative. Okay, qualitative, it's all the targets that's related to quality. Quantitative is all the targets that's related to quantity, numbers. Here, the numbers, any project is financials. So far, so good. Write me 1. Okay. You are the project manager. You reside between two teams. The team that you deal on a daily basis, they are after quantity related to the quality. For instance, make sure you pour 300 cubic meter of concrete. He doesn't know how much it costs, what is the expenditure. However, this is the required quantity for this week. Fair enough? The senior management is after financial KPIs. And they look up on it on intervals, 1 month, not a daily basis, not a weekly basis. 1 month, quarter, right? Your job as a manager to make sure to speak to these guys financials and to speak to this guy's quantity. Is it good, clear now? There is a very good reason why the senior management don't want to hear more about the day-to-day execution of the project. You don't talk to them when you're talking to the VP. We have poured 300 meter of quality of concrete. We have met 100 patients. What does it mean financially? Financially, we are expenditure are as per plan, as per the KPI. Financially, we hit the profit target or the revenues for this quarter. It is your job as a project manager to talk to these guys with quantity on a daily basis or weekly basis, to talk to these guys financials, numbers. Fair enough? Clear? Allah yaftah. So this is basically quantitative and qualitative languages. Anybody knows why these guys are focused on the finance? That's a good question. And don't tell me they are greedy or no. Okay. Let me answer because we're running short of time. Who are these guys? These are competent project managers who are promoted. Fair enough? Business, yes. So if the finance of the project is in order, it means the project progress is in order. AKA, let me explain more. You are expected in 6 months to spend 25% of the project. The project is 24 months. So every 6 months, every quarter, you spend 25% of the budget. Fair enough? Clear? Right one. Okay. So if you come in months 4, which is the first quarter, and you are not on the line projection of the expenditure, you are spending less than what you are supposed to be spending. Let's say we are in the 6 months, you should have spent 25% of the budget, you only spent 15. Would they be happy that you save 10%, or they will understand that the project is not progressing? If they are happy, put 1. If they understand progressing, put 2. No, they will not be happy at this. Exactly. So finance is a good, generally number is a good thing to understand your actual progress. Money is a good way to understand the quality and the quantity of what you get. That's why I will always refer to you, understand your value. I'll tell you one thing you need to understand. If you are taking X amount as a salary per year, do you know how much of an added value you should create for your company? Okay. You should create added value equivalent to 15 times of what you are taking. What you are earning as, let's say you are making 50,000 per year. The company minimum, you should be creating a revenue for the company anywhere between 500 to 750,000 per year. Yeah, 12 from 15 times. If you are hitting 15, you are eligible to go speak to your manager about a raise. Because there's something called return on investment. Okay, there's something called cycle of capital flow. They're giving you 50,000 because you need to create 750, because they spend on your salary, they spend about fixed cost, which is the rents, the equipment. They spend about indirect, your secretary, your business manager, right? All of these are on the project. So it is your job to create between 10 minimum to 15 times of what you're earning. So your earning, first of thing, is halal. Second, you are eligible for a raise if you're hitting anywhere above 13, 14, 15. Do you understand? So if you go to your manager and he tells you, no, you are not qualified for a promotion, talk to him numbers. This is what I created last year. This is my earning. I'm creating for you minimum of 12 times of what earning. I deserve a raise. Nobody will be able to defeat numbers. On the other hand, tell him I'm nice. I talk nice to my people, to my team. I bring you breakfast every day, has nothing to do with it. Except if he is a hypocrite. Clear, gentlemen? Know your value. Okay? This is supposed to be the end of the first half. We were supposed to end it half an hour ago. So technically we are half an hour behind. So probably you are with me until 11. Hopefully we'll finish early. We'll try to finish it. Okay? But the last thing, Keep repeating these to yourself. Believe it. You will overcome challenges. You did the most difficult part. You took the decision that you want to change. You took the decision that you are committing yourself to become better, to become a competent project manager. So no matter if you're tired, no matter if you have errands, no matter if you are a fight with your wife, treat this 3 hours as your time. Don't give it up. Come, listen, enjoy yourself, have a coffee, crack a joke with us. Maybe it will be a reason to help another friend. Maybe other colleagues will help you. So for the next, we're almost done today. For the next 12 session, this is your time. Anything that will convince you, starting with your inner self, your inner naughty child. I have an inner naughty child inside me who is a lazy bum, doesn't want to do anything. But I figured out a way to, it's not the ideal way, but I have figured out a way. As I told you, I calculate accurately how much time, find the deadline, and walk back. Very stupid way of approach, but it's working for me. So find a way to overcome the challenges. Always tell yourself, I will reach my goal. What is your goal? You have two goals. Pass the exam for the first time, become a competent project manager. Okay? Be confident that you will do that. This is how you change your mindset. Fair enough? So congratulations, we finished the first half. Formally, we have 13 minutes, but I will keep you a little bit with me. Are you okay with that? Give me a thumbs up or give me one if you're okay. Right, very good. Let's start the second half. Did you enjoy the break? Sorry about that, Wallahi. It was hard. I'm getting to know you and you're getting to know me, so it takes a little bit of time. Okay. Yara, how long is it gonna take? Maximum 11. I will try before that. Are you okay with that, Yara? Go ahead. Asher, I have a question. Go ahead and ask it, yeah, Asher. Uh, if you have experience, talk with Ahmed, he will answer. But yes, if you have enough experience, yes, you can apply. Assalamu alaikum, bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We'll start the second half. I hope you had a nice break. And we'll cover here the framework. It's more exciting. The first part, we took a little bit longer. I apologize for that. But this one is it's very nice and exciting. I promise you. All right. Starting from now, this is the structure for the next 12 classes. All the classes will have the same approach because you need to have a structural approach as a project manager, right? Let me get this one. Yeah. Okay. All right. What is your objective? You have short-term objective. Attend the class within 30 days, pass the exam. Second objective, which is the actual objective. Become a competent project manager. If you attend a class, you will have a lot of hands-on experience shared with you. Okay? Passing the exam, there is a very good chance to secure you an interview. Attending this class, there is a very good chance to get you a job because you will be convincing. Yeah, so safety moments. As a project manager, you have a zero tolerance when it comes to safety. Everyone who works under your leadership must go home safe to his family, starting with you. No one deserves to die. No one deserves to be hurt. Nothing is worth it. It is your core job as a project manager to make sure all, not your direct team, all the people in the project. I worked in a project, we reached around 3,000 people on the site. Every single one of them deserve to go home safe. It is your sole responsibility. It comes about before finishing the project. Clear? You should not have any tolerance in it. Zero tolerance. Nothing jeopardizes the safety, starting with yours, of course. So any meeting, start with a safety moment to remind yourself, to remind everybody that safety is important. By the way, even the senior management, before they ask about the finance, they will ask about the safety. Usually projects has 20 to 25 KPIs, 4 or 5 of them is related to safety. They will make sure that the safety is aligned. Then they will ask about finance and they will not care about the others. Yes, safety first, okay? But believe in it. Don't pretend it. Believe in it, okay? So since we're almost starting school back, the nice summer, the only good thing about the summer actually is the roads are clear. Usually when it's school time, it takes me from Bahrain to Khobar anywhere around 60 to 75 minutes. But now 30, 35 minutes, I'm in my office. But this honeymoon will end very soon. So when it comes back to rush hour, everybody wants to go to school. Everybody is in a hurry. So make sure the early morning rush and roads are busy. So what is your strategy? Plan ahead. If you're late, you're late. خلاص. Don't accelerate to make sure that you arrive early. If you're late, you're late. Call your manager, tell him I'll be 5 minutes late. Take it like a man that you will have some deduction. But don't jeopardize your life, your safety, and other people's safety by accelerating or driving undefensive. You in the next meeting or the next lecture, I will give you about defensive driving. But anyhow, so plan ahead. Give it. I'm telling you. For me, once it's September, no, I will not be. I have to report at work at 7. Now up to 6:15, I'm awesome. I'm go 6:15. I still go there by 7, 5 minutes to 7, 10 minutes to 7. But once it's school is back, no. 5:45, I have to be out. Okay? Clear? You agree? Say one. Write one. Perfect. Second, be patient. There's something called road rage. I'm very sure a lot of you know it. Don't let your ego get the best of you. If you have a stupid guy or an aggressive guy, let him pass. You be the better person. It's better for you, for your kids, for your family, better for him. You give him the benefit of maybe he's having a rough day. Maybe his wife is giving him a hard time, right? Maybe he didn't sleep. There's a lot of things end up, if he wants to pass, let him pass. Okay, so be patient. Don't respond to road rage. Okay. The last thing, if you can carpool, if you can go to work with with a couple of friends and rotate each week. Somebody take the responsibility. That would be great. It will be good economically, but it also will help reduce the busyness on the roads. Fair enough. So this is the safety moment. Make sure you start your meetings with the safety moment. So the first 5-6 slides of each class moving forward will almost be the same. Not the same content, but the same structure. Okay, this is me teaching you to have a structure approach. So framework, today we'll finish definition. What is framework? We'll touch base on integration management. We'll go over predictive, agile, hybrid. Then I will discuss with you elimination method. I will share with you the codes if you decided to buy some of the other products. If not, again, you're welcome to attend. I will give you the material for free. You're number one in my book. But if you want to invest in become a PMP certificate, start paying me first. So Allah make it easy because you pay the guy who helped you. Okay? So what is project management? Yes, this is one of the things you always definition. This is very important. Don't miss it, because a lot of the questions in the exam, I am capturing it here in definitions. So if you don't memorize it, understand it. It will help you understand it because it's basically terminology. It will help you understand what I am explaining later. Some of the questions, 5 to 10% will be resolved for you. It's easy for you to understand it because you know what is the terminology that is used. Okay, give me one if you understand. Tamam. So project sponsor, basically he represents the client. So either he will be the client on the agile, he will be one of your team representing the client, but he is the guy that you need to satisfy. He is the guy, he will give you the project and you need to make sure to deliver or upon his expectation. Stakeholders, anybody who affects the decision, anybody who affects the progress of the project. Put him under the category of stakeholders. They can be, your manager, senior manager. They can be the client. They can be the inspection team. They can be the people, the IT people, by the way. If you are a graphic designer, the IT who handles the software's license, the hardware, making sure that you have the right equipments to succeed. All of these goes under the category of stakeholder. Project requirements. What is the project? Usually you define the project. Is it, what are we trying to achieve? What are we trying to change? Okay. So for instance, you are making a pharmacy. The requirements is in 3 months you have a pharmacy up and running and can serve 100 patients per day. So this is the requirements of the project, and the budget for this pharmacy, building it or renovating it or decorating it, is 100,000. So the scope is having a pharmacy that can attain or treat 100 clients per day. The budget is 100,000. The schedule is 3 months. These are called the requirements. Okay, so it's your job as a project manager to hit these 3 requirements. Or it can be the features. So, like for instance, I want to make a software. This is the project that we're gonna make. We're gonna go over it in the agile. I want to make a software that will make employees do not pay for the gas. Just get it in the software. Very smart idea, by the way. Project objective. These are the goals, the business goals that you want to achieve. Project scope. These are the things that you need to execute. Project schedule. So all of these are, I want you to read it, understand it, and make sure that you understand the meeting. You don't have to memorize it, but understand it. Okay, Shabab? Okay, gentlemen, ladies? It does apply to a scientific campaign or event. Be sure at the end of this lecture, inshallah, it will answer your question. Type, what is a project definition? Listen, before we define a project, you need to understand what mandates that we have a project, okay? And it hits the fact of a strategic objective. So any company should have a vision, company or country. Like for instance, Saudi Arabia has 2030 vision, okay? They need to move away from being 100% dependent on oil, okay? They need to diversify their income resources. That's basically the vision. So what is the mission? How are we going to achieve this? But it's a general statement. So a general statement of how you will achieve that vision, okay? Strategy are a series of ways that this mission will achieve the vision. So you break it down, okay? For each strategy comes an initiative, a specific focus effort undertaken by an organization or a country to achieve a particular goal. For instance, again, Saudi Arabia 2030 vision has 167 initiatives, okay? So an initiative, for instance, to diversify the income by depending on tourism. So you have two types of tourism, Hajj. So the initiative is to increase the number of pilgrims per year. How you initiate a project of renovating and increasing the capacity for the haram, okay? Initiative of tourism, you would initiate a project that is called Riyadh Carnival. Takes place every year, and I think September, October, November. So you understand now where does the project come from? So when I told you as a project manager, you need to relate why are this project undertaken? What is the initiative? What strategy we are following? What is the mission? So the strategic objective, which is the vision. Do you understand the sequence? Write me one. Okay? So as a project, you need to understand, yes, you will be giving a daily task of quantities to your team. However, it is solely upon you to understand achieving these quantities will fit where in the KPIs. So will fit where when this project achieve it on time within budget and executing the project, what initiative, what strategy to achieve the vision and mission. Again, Yara, you start with the holistic, which is general vision and mission, and you go to the project. For instance, I will give you the example of my company. Our vision is to become one of the main provider of management consultation in Saudi. One of the think tanks, local think tanks of Saudi. This is the vision. Mission is to make sure that we offer the best quality, quantity for the clients, to become a quality oriented, or client oriented. The strategy, we will apply for projects with the government. We will diversify our business lines. We will have B2B, and we will have B2C. So for the business line of professional development, we either do it for companies or we do it for customers or clients like yourself. What is the initiative? I will join forces with PMI and offer them free classes for attendance and material. The project is a Arabic class that took place in June, July, and English class that starts today. See the sequence? So I need to finish this class in 13 classes, finish it by September 13th, have the client, which is you, satisfied. To fulfill the initiative, make sure that this initiative for the English speaking candidates are achieved. We cover this market sector. So the strategy, we are dominating the market share in the Arabic by approaching a wide broad of Arabic speaking candidates, and also get ourselves ahead in the English version. So it fulfills our vision by 2030 to become one of the unique local or domestic supplier of the new vision, or the new strategy is to have a new company in Canada. Why did we have this initiative? Because while we are executing over the last year, we realized that we have clients that cannot pay us because they are located outside of the Saudi banks. So they are not connected. So we developed a new strategy or a new initiative of having a new branch in Canada. Is it clear now, Ayana? Do you understand the sequence? I am the project manager of this project, which is finishing, its scope is to finish the English classes in 13 lecture by September 13. The budget, people are invited for free. If they want certificates, they should pay, but I will give it to them at a discounted, so they appreciate and we increase our client. Okay? Good. طيب. Anybody else has any question? Anybody else is still attending, or how many are attending? So 60? أيوة كده اسف. Wake up. I know it's okay. We'll finish in 7 minutes. 10:45 we'll finish. However, next time 7:30 I will start, and I might take the 15 minutes extra. Do we agree to this? Do we have a deal? One if you agree. طيب خلاص. Perfect. طيب, what is a project? We'll finish what is project, program, and portfolio, and I will just finish with one last thing, and then we'll continue next class. So a project is a set of tasks that has a defined time frame, have a specific set of goals, and of course a scope. So you as a project manager are leading a project team to plan, schedule, track, and success completion of these tasks, or which are activities or the project. Project is a group. Again, I'm giving you different definitions that you will find it, but it explains Abu Bakr had a very good comment. I will answer you, Abu Bakr. But that at the end of the class. So stay with me, don't go away. A group of activities that are constrained in time, budget, and can be... What is the group of activity? Is the scope, right? But it's constrained in time and budget. And when completed will lead to أي project لازم يحقق... Oh, sorry. Any project has to achieve the coming 3 points. Create a project or a service. Okay? Lead to a change. You guys enter today PMP candidate. Inshallah, you finish this project or you finish this class, qualified PMP candidate. So today you're not qualified. If you go to the exam tomorrow, you will fail because you know nothing. However, after the 13 months, you are qualified to go for the exam. So there is a change. The service here or the product is PMP certificate. Okay? And there is a value creation. I'm telling you, it's not only about achieving the exam from the first trial. This is the value. But also another value, you will become a competent project manager. Dalal, do you have a question? You have been raising your hand for quite some time. You still have a question ولا خلاص? Can you write it, Dalal? Okay, طيب. Program. So basically, a program is a group of projects that have the same objective. Okay? So is a group of projects that are similar, related to one another, and they are often managed as a group instead of independent. Like for instance, if you're building a hospital, you have very different. You have to train the staff on how to deal with the patients, on what the priority of the patient. You have to build the hospital, you have to buy the equipment. So each one of them is a separate project, but you have to make sure that all three of them are going in harmony to make sure that the hospital is ready on time. Fair enough? You cannot build a hospital and don't train the people. And after you build, you say, I'll buy the equipment. No, you have to start buying the equipment and install it while you're building the hospital. Okay? Portfolio. So portfolio, think about it if you're building a new city. So you have roads, you have hospitals, you have schools, you have residential area, maybe you have industrial area. All of these are different type of projects or programs that fits into one object, which is building a new city. Okay, so this is senior VP. The portfolio is usually VP or senior VP. The program is a director. The project is a project manager. Fair enough? Right. We will. So next time we'll start from slide 14. The only thing that I want to share with you is these two slides. Yes. So you already received it. Okay. So as I mentioned to you, attend the classes is completely free. Having the material, you will have it right away today, including today's recording, you will have it. But if you want the certificate, it's 99 Real. If you want to have the recording, so if you are not being able to attend the whole, at least 10 class, even if you paid for the signal, I will not be able to issue it. So if you are attending 10 classes, buy the certificate. If you cannot attend at least 10 classes, you have to buy the recording with it. Last thing which I recommend is take the exams so you can prepare for our exams. So you are prepared. You will sit in an environment almost identical to the exam. So if you are interested, maybe try me a couple of classes more. Use this MWI. This is I, by the way, not one. Okay, MWI August. Sorry, there's no E here. This is the correct one. MWI August or AUG 99. If you want to buy all three of this, enter this code 4 times. So you will have invoices to us, 4 invoices. We will, by the way, the link is not ready. So don't worry about buying anything at least this week. The link will be ready next week. So no sales will be offered this week. Just attend, enjoy. This is your time. Gain knowledge. You will have access to the material. You will have access to the recording today. Okay. The whole package is 400. Usually, Abu Bakr, to answer your question, the whole package usually it's 1,000. people is gonna take it with me in September will pay 1,000. There's no discounts. The only offer I'm giving them, they can pay if they early bird, they can pay 2 installments, 500 and 500. However, it's 1,000. But for you, because this is an initiative, and as I explained, the vision, mission, strategy project, this is the whole package. You're getting it for 400. So technically, if you are preparing for the exam, you have a 60% discount. Clear, Abu Bakr? But it is more important to me, these three things: ethics, integrity, and professionalism. Please do not record my classes. I have no means of preventing you of doing, except I am not, this will be between you and me and Allah. We will stand in front of Allah and I will say, this guy took something that I didn't allow it. So please do not record the classes on your mobile or on your phone or on your desktop. The material, I'll give it for you free. Please share it with your friends, anybody who didn't attend. I don't mind. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Recording it in your own is not allowed, is not ethical, it's not professional, it's not integrity. So please, let's maintain the minimum amount of integrity between us. Fair enough? Do you agree? Say one. If you don't agree, say two, and I'll kick you out of the class. Okay? Fine. You will get a recording of today for free. If you want the recording, you have to pay for it, but not this week, next week, inshallah. This I will cover it next week. The last thing I want to share with you. Okay, motivational promise. If we will be done by September 13. If you take the exam within 30 days, even if, by the way, if you didn't buy anything from me, but you are on my records that you attended with me, you took the exam for within 30 days, I will give you a gift card of 100 riyal. Fair enough? 30 days means done by October 13th. No, I will give you more than 30 days, 45 days, up until November 1st. So we'll finish, let's say, September 15th. You have 1.5 months to study, prepare, take the exam, and pass it, and you will get 100 riyal from me. You buy from me or not, you're eligible. If you attended with me 10 classes, you're eligible for this promise. And I have guys who already took the 100 riyal. Fair enough? Clear? Okay. Abu Bakr, wait so I answer your question. If anybody else, he's asking about the vision, mission, and strategy. But the class is done. I'll see you on Monday, 7:30. We'll go 15 minutes above on Monday. However, we'll inshallah try to keep it within the 3 hours afterwards. Okay. طيب أبو بكر كان بيسأل على يس. فأنت سؤالك يا أبو بكر كان على الهرم ده لو معدول. لا، الفيجن دايما بتبقى أوسع. أكبر حاجة حبيبة محمود. الفيجن بتبقى the most broad things. The project is to achieve a specific objective. So that's why this is an upside down pyramid. Okay? Fair enough? طيب دلال. Yes, Dalal. Can you write the question? Are you still with us, Dalal, ولا خلاص؟ طيب, I'll open the mic for you, Dalal. Talk. يلا. خلاص يا دلال, ما عندكيش أسئلة؟ قفل المايك ونتوكل على الله نمشي. الساعة داخلة على 11 وأنا هموت وأنام. آه الله يفتح عليك. Thank you يا Dalal. Do you have a question يا Dalal? You can talk. Your mic is open. حبيبي يا أبو بكر. You're welcome. تسلم يا حسام. معلش في هو يعني أنت على الراس. حبيبي يا حسام والله. في رمضان إن شاء الله هدي واحدة عربي. رمضان 26. إذا أنت مش يعني مستعجل تعالى لي في العربي إن شاء الله. زي دي كده, زي المرة اللي فاتت, بس العربي بس في رمضان بقى. هنعملها حاجة كده من 11 بالليل ل 2 الصبح. خلص معايا وتفتح صح. ماشي يا حسام. بس اقعد يعني هتتبسط, يعني سلايدز واضحة يعني. طيب, من الواضح ان دلال لا اما المايك مش شغال لا اما مش واخده بالها ان انا فاتح لها المايك. طيب, السلام عليكم جميعا. And I'll see you on Monday بإذن الله.
Uh, Walid, I think Mohammed Al Faris also had a question. What's the difference between a profile and a portfolio?
المرة الجاية إن شاء الله. ما البروفايل ده قصة تانية, بس البورتفوليو السؤال يبقى المفروض إيه الفرق بين البروجكت والبروجرام والبورتفوليو. Profile is completely different. بس إن شاء الله I'll answer it next time. Profile is like you will build your application as a profile. Portfolio is a group of projects and programs that will lead you to execute, like Medina جديدة, a new city, right? But profile is my profile is I am a mechanical engineer with 25 years of experience, and I'm currently working with Saudi Aramco as a contractor. So this is my profile. لا, الاتفاقية الإطارية is not the framework, أو مش المقصود بيها هنا framework. الفريمورك مقصود بيها هنا is how we're gonna execute the project. What is the governance of the project? إيه ال procedures وال standards اللي أنت مطلوب منك تعملها. خلاص يا أبو محمد الفارس. Okay? I'm reading your question يا يارا. Especially clinical dietitian specialist working in hospital sector, but want to expand my skills and experience. I have a tendency in leadership and manner. How would it benefit me and such? It will benefit you يا سارة. اقعدي معانا شوية, you will understand. Even dealing with a client is a project. So you have an initial and you have a final. The project, and if you are a dietitian, let's say وليد جالك يا يار. وليد عايز يخس 3 كيلو, مش هنقول 30 يعني. وليد عايز يخس 30. So this is the project. فوليد initiation ازاي هيحدد ميعاد ويجي يقابلك, بتقعدي تفهمي collect from him information about his health, his diet, his habits, his daily routine. Then you develop a plan. Then المفروض انت to monitor وليد وهو execute the plan. طبعا انا هحكي لك my life for the last 20 years. احنا ما بنوصلش لمرحلة الكلوزر عشان انا ما بكملش, بس hypothetically بقى يارا يعني جامدة جدا ف develop a plan فأنا I achieved التارجت which is lose 30 kilograms يبقى في closure. ايه closure؟ انت تقعدي معايا تقولي ايه، بص يا عم وليد، انت دلوقتي خسيت ال 30 كيلو اللي معذبين اهلك دول، حلو. ف you need بعد كده not to gain them again. يبقى عشان يبقى في lesson learned ف you have to follow a specific routine per day. Now you learn how to eat healthy. Now you have to learn to exercise, maintain this. So this is the project. It goes all what I have explained to you is a project management. معانا يا ولا مشيتي ولا ايه؟ Give me thumbs up if you're listening. يس ده بروجكت. وبعدين لو خدتيني وخليتيني اخس يا يارا اوعدك هدخلك الامتحان وتنجح ان شاء الله. بس خلاص احنا هنسمي الجروب ده جروب يارا، ده دايتيشن، ماشي. خلاص we found a name for this group. group group Yara to make Walid lose 30 kilograms او more صح هم اكتر يعني. خلاص راحت عليك يا ادريانا. You lost it يا ادريانا and Dr. Jamil as well. No, I'm kidding. It's still for grabs. Right. Do you understand, Yara? So this is a project. Each patient with his target is a project. You understand? Well, I will use this example to start next week when we are talking the project. If you are okay with it, I will use this example. It will make people understand that PMP is not really about construction only. Okay, good. We're good. Can I go sleep? Yes, of course. انت بعد كده you will manage the clinic itself, not the patients. If you run your patient good and if you have a high rate of success, مش وليد بقى، وليد and the other 10 people who عمرهم ما بيخسوا دول بقوا recurrent وخسوا, then they will promote you. Maybe you will be the manager of the clinic. Okay, Yara? Yara, you're on fire now. طيب, good. I'll see you on Monday, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. جميعا.